Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With the sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising, people. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it. Let me get in here so y'all can see me. Can y'all see me? Me and all my beautiful splendor. Oh, man, I am so psyched because today is a very beautiful day. And today is me celebrating my Mother's Day because yesterday my son had to work. And we agreed that we're going to do something today to celebrate Mother's Day. Just me and him. I was broke down from all the festivities from Saturday. A great show. Sweet Baby Keita, Gwen Factor, Popular Bed did their thing. Bobby Brooks hosted. Blue Health Open. It was a great show. As y'all know, look, the Morning Mac crew was in the house. Phil Page stopped through. Yay, Phil Page. JoJo Baby was in the house. And Mr. JB himself, Gerald Brown, came in the house too. So we had a nice time, congregating and everything with everybody and all that good stuff. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna finish sending it out to the people. I don't know where everybody at. LA Josh Preston, I hope he's back from his vacation, Chow Bao and all the good people. Because I do want to tell them that their boy Gerald was in the house, in the building, no doubt. And we even took a photo together. So I do have pictures and photos, as y'all can see. If y'all go on IG, TikTok, and Facebook, y'all see all the pictures of the festivities. It was a nice time to be had by everybody. All righty. Look, an even nicer time to be had by everybody is when we'll be able to get Shades of Blue up and running on a screenplay or something like that. So y'all, because y'all are a little slow on the draw with getting a book. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a good book. Look, you better get your books while copies of the first edition last, because this is the first part of Shades of Blue. This is the first book out of 5 to come. The very first one. And I guess it got to be in circulation long enough or good enough before the other one comes out. I'm still waiting for Joey Lee to contact me to tell me how I can get my book up and popping like it's supposed to be. But until then, look, I'm telling y'all to get it for everywhere. DM me for information if you need the information about more information about the book and everything. And just DM me to get the book, because I can send it to you too. I got paperback copies available, a few hardback copies available. So if you see me out in public, be like, hey, I want the book. I'll ship it to you. Also, Molly Mall CMOS. Y'all know for a limited time, we still got that deal going, that 15% off the CMOS and the Shades of Blue when you buy them together. So we're gonna hook you up and get y'all a nice discount, a nice package deal with Shades of Blue. And we might even throw in a Morning Mac cup for you. See that? With the Morning Mac logo. Nice little tumbler. You could, because it's getting cold. You get, look, or if you wanted to say Shades of Blue, boom, because it's getting cold and it's getting close to that time, right? Or you might want to get your own Shades of Blue, tumbler. See the sports bottle thing that you could put the CMOS in while you jogging and running, because it's lemonade time and it is sweet tea time. Well, it's natural sweet, but it's lemonade tea time, and you can make your a Molly Palmer. Yep, you can mix them together. CMOS, his product is good like that. Everything Molly makes is good. And I gotta give it to my brother. He got the knack for natural nutrients and all that natural flavors. He got the knack of how to make it burst. So y'all just give it a try. As a matter of fact, today I gotta pick up my bottles from him. I gotta get like 20 bottles. I get some for me and some for Misha. And it's like everybody say, "Oh, you going to Molly? Pick my bottle up. Pick me up a bottle." Okay, I'm gonna pick your bottle up, bitch. But where's your pay? You ain't telling me nothing about picking up no pay, but you telling me, pick me a bottle up. People, it's a reasonable discounted price. Yay! You get he gives it to you for a nice price, but it's not free. These are not free samples. So to all my family and friends that said, pick me up, so I'm gonna be looking for the funds on the back end. I may pick it up on the front. Okay, I got you. But you won't have to give me some cheddar before I let you consume this product. Because before I let them drink it all down, that's why this is empty. Before I let them drink my bottle all down, I will consume it my damn self. Because it's good like that. But anyway, this is Monday. It's post Mother's Day. Bam! Let's say good morning to my panel, my super producer, Mr. Molly Moore, and Big Trey in the house.
What up, Riri? Trey popped down, or probably pop back in anytime.
Okay. Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
Picking up their malls now. Just had to drop 2
Look,
downstairs. I made it back before you called me. I was listening while I was running up and down. Okay. Soon I got in. Mall. What up, LA? Got LA in here. DJ Slicky
LA.
Woo up in here.
Hey, LA, Josh Preston. Hey, I saw our boy JB over the weekend. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was there. So yeah, the Phil Page, JoJo Baby was there. They was there cutting up.
My tees.
Look, you got my juice. We got it ready. Look.
This my green, so it disappears when I get close. But yeah, that's the teas right here. This vanilla apple. Yeah, lemon tea. Yeah, vanilla apple cinnamon lemon tea. So it got a lot of those.
That's a different flavor.
It's the original OG right here. That's the lemonade.
My lemonade I put in the freezer.
Yeah, okay. But got some special orders for our girl Misha. She wanted the Splendor sugar, so I made about 12 of those. So it's probably about 10 total, 10 left total. Well, I drank a couple. They was just good with the Splendor. It's about the same, but I can taste the difference. You know, I can taste the difference a little bit. But yeah, it's good. It's good with any for me.
Because I know Misha wanted 6. You getting her 3 lemon and 3 what you give her all the same kind or?
Well, she got 3 lemons and 3 teas.
Good. Then I know I at least got 3 lemon and I at least got 3 teas. Might need some more than that, but at least if you said you did 12, we're gonna snatch all that up right there.
Yeah, that was just with the Splendor sugar. Everything else was agave, so.
Well, I'm gonna get all that Splendor. Say that, put that right there to the side. We coming today. Right after we will roll up. I'm pulling up today to get my tea. Yes, Big Mother is out today. Big Mama, I'm gonna get my sea moss. Yes, because I look, you got to do the body good. I need something to keep my energy up and everything. Hey, baby, guess what? I got me one last Saturday too. I was booking the numbers, honey, and Mr. Richard said he gonna call me. I don't know what the visiting hours in the nursing home is, but but Mr. Richard, he said that he done had 2 wives and he looking for number 3. He said it ain't even about sex and that. He just wants some good companionship. Mr. Richard is probably in 7. He looked like he older than my daddy, but he was a sweet old thing. Yeah, he was. And look, and he was waiting to the side. JoJo, I said, Oral Henry, Maria Sanchez, they stopped by as well. And you know how I always play with everybody, my man. I said, Mr. Richard, my new man. And Phil said, what? And he was like, how you doing? I said, this is my big brother Phil. He said, how you doing, sir? How you doing? He said, I just love your sister. It was so funny because Mr. Richard was shaking Phil's hand and giving him the 411 of who he is. Like Phil, it's like Phil was looking like, oh, okay. Well, at least we know where she at, where she gonna be. He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take good care of your sister. Oh yeah. We was like, wait till Phil get on here. I hope Phil come on today. We was cracking up. And Phil to tell you about Mr. Richard. He was like, damn, Reese, what you do to Mr. Richard? I don't know. But Mr. Richard was just, and Phil was just cracking up. Phil, because Phil I got big. And then, because the Mr. Richard saw me with JoJo, he said, is it safe to come back over here? I said, safe? Mr. Richard, what is you talking about? He said, all the men around you taking a picture. He said, is it safe? I said, oh, little Mr. Richard, I'm not married, sir. I'm not.
Oh, Mr. Richard.
Yeah. Look, and I gave him my business card. He said, I'm going to call you too. I said, okay, Mr. Richard. He said, I'm going to call you, but we ain't going to talk about business all the time, okay? I said, okay, Mr. Richard. He didn't get in none of the pictures. He was scared. I'm like, okay, Mr. Richard.
This you and Dr. D right here.
The lady.
Some other lady.
That's Dr. D, the one in the black. That's
Dr. D right here.
Me and the other lady is either Sweet Baby Keita or Maria Sanchez. Oh, that's Sweet Baby Keita. So she's from Georgia. Sweet Baby Keita, let me give you a little bit of background. Keita's supposed to bring her butt on here. She said, I'ma hold it to it. She won the Apollo a while back. She won Showtime at the Apollo some years ago. The actual show. She's from North Carolina. They call her North Carolina comedy queen of North Carolina. But now she resides in the ATL, so she making it happen down there. I know a lot of people move to the ATL. That must be a happening spot for comedy and comedians to do well at. I guess better than the DMV area. I don't know. New York is the spot. LA is the spot. And Georgia is the spot. You know, a lot of them.
Big Phil, JoJo.
Yeah, that was me deciding which wig to put on. I couldn't decide all the way which hairdo to wear.
Back there.
That was Gwen setting it out. I said, "Oh shucks."
Big Phil.
Yeah. They was making it do what it do. They definitely was. Hey, Chow Bout.
Whatever, Chow. Straight money.
What's up, bro?
How you, baby?
I'm all right for real. No complaints.
No complaint. I know that's right. I know that's right. But baby, I'm tired. I got picked up at 4:00. Didn't get let off back to after 1:00. So I was that's almost 12 hours. No wonder I was tired. Okay. I was supposed to be tired. Okay, got up early. So yeah, that was a long day, a long night. Be more, but it was nice. I got a chance to meet some people, and some people got a chance to meet me. And Poppy the Bear, Poppy always funny. Always.
What's up, Chow?
When he come on in, y'all going to enjoy Poppy. Yeah.
Chow talking about. So that's because that's where all the music artists and comedians live for real. So it's easier to really get put on. Where?
Atlanta, ATL. But what part of Atlanta, Georgia? Like what city, what areas in Atlanta should, like, if I'm
I think it's just in general. I think it's just networking in Atlanta, period. Because that's like Black Hollywood still.
Is Black Hollywood right now. It's good for music, entertainment. It's like another version of LA, but the black version. A lot of people.
I heard the traffic is hellacious too. They said trying to navigate around there. Have y'all ever been to ATL? Is the traffic really that bad?
No, New York the fucking worst. Chow, I don't know how they do it. That shit the worst in New York. And then if you miss your exit
when you cross the state line.
Yeah, if you miss your exit, you gotta fucking go all the way back around. It ain't like here, you miss your exit, you can take the next exit and end up where you want to go. Nah, New York, your shit over with. You might as well go and cancel your meeting, whatever you going. You can't miss a turn out there. Bumper to bumper.
It's like New Jersey. That sounds like New Jersey.
You need to go ahead and let some of the people leave. Come on down here, Chow, man. We got room for y'all, man.
My auntie Maxine lives in ATL down there. I got to go down there and visit. I do got family in Georgia. I'm talking about Georgia, and she happened to be watching right when I'm talking about Georgia. I love you. That's my auntie.
Georgia.
And
hey,
Ernest.
Auntie, like, share, subscribe, y'all watching.
Yes. And I'm just happen to be, this is, like I said, my post Mother's Day celebration, because this is the day I get to do something with my son, because I was out of commission yesterday, so, and he had to go to work. So he said, Mom, he didn't, there's no cars, no nothing. We just act like it's another day. Every Monday that he's off, we're going to try to do something together so we can have our bond closer as mother and son. So I'm not going to say post Mother's Day because I've been a mother ever since I had my son. So I've been a mother 32 years now. You know, and I've been at this game. So once you're a mother, that's it. Tag in, there's no tagging out. So you be a mother. I'll be my mother for the rest of my life, and even after my life is gone, because I'm still a mother. You know, you can't take that away. One of them hard scrapping ones too at that. My son posted something yesterday on Facebook. I thought it was too funny. The people in his clique, he was sending me a shout out. I didn't even know it. I had to go and read the story, and he was sending me a shout out. Did anybody read that story that DJ Slide Time post? And I reposted. I said, "This is too funny." Echo was the character named Echo. It was like he wrote a skit, and the Echo was saying shouts out to the moms, and then he was talking about DJ Slide Time. Mommy was like, you know, she did Slide Time would say something like, "Don't say it too loud because she might be reading it." She might be reading, so don't say it. It was something. But it was funny. I said, this boy's crazy. He's giving everybody a premiere to the new music. He's getting ready to come out. Well, y'all gonna like that. He called us Purple Skyline. I think that's the name of this next album coming out. And I was like, wow. I'm like, okay. I already like that one song, Slide in Yo DM. Slide in Yo DM, because it's Yo DM. That I think that's cool. Y'all give it a sample, give it a listen. It's everywhere with music available. Help this young man reach the plateau, whatever, how many likes, shares, or sales, or whatever he's trying to do. It's good. It's good. That's all I got to say. It's different. So then his first project, this is a more soulful project. Y'all just, when y'all listen to it, y'all see. Trey, Molly, y'all see. Did y'all hear any of the new stuff?
Yeah, been hearing everything. I followed Slide Time. I seen the post, everything.
Oh, you
comment. I like it. You were the first people to comment on it. Yeah,
so
Echo was
heard the new stuff.
Yeah, especially Thea McFarlane. You know, they were saying about good mothers out here. And then they got to Echo. Echo was like, especially Slide Time Mom. He was talking like encouragers. And I was like, oh, that was tight. I like it. I follow everything he dropped. He be dropping promos and stuff, asking when should he drop the album and things like that. So I already know when it drop, it's gonna be good. I'm just waiting for it to drop. I'm patient though. I'm patient.
And hopefully he'll let us do a listening party to this one, Purple Skyline. So y'all know what he's gonna be talking about in this one. I didn't know what Purple Skyline meant, but I do now. You see what Trey doing? He talking about that. He talking about
people what Purple Skyline mean.
For those of you that partake of, blow it in my face. Blow Purple Skyline in my face. He's talking about, you know. So that's what, you know. So that'll help my aches and pains, and so I can still be a character that whatever character he needs me to be, I'm there. I try to be in between us fussing and fighting like we do. So hey, but I do want to send a shout out to Hakeem Lyons. Thank you for the Mother's Day card that he sent me. I was shocked pleasantly. I saw brother Hakeem. I was like, go ahead, boy. And I gave him a Mother's Day a wish back because you know he a mother. He's not a mother, but he's a mother.
Motherfucker.
MUTA. Yeah, thank you.
Happy motherfucker day. All I was getting fucked yesterday anyway. Most
Right.
all
the mothers get slayed.
He said all of us getting it in yesterday. Well, well.
Kids finally got to see how they got here yesterday.
Depending on the day you're trying to get somewhere. Or time of day you're trying to get somewhere.
Shall say, hope all the moms had a great Mother's Day. say Atlanta traffic only really bad depending on the time of the day you trying to get somewhere.
Well,
Yeah,
that's like
same here. We
here,
call it
right
rush
That's
now.
hour.
anywhere. That's anyway though. Really.
Yeah. Said New
Yeah.
York it's all day. They shit
All
bumper to
day
bumper.
and
That
night.
shit
Yeah, all
real.
day though. It's
You could
never
really bump people car. I was like, this nigga keep bumping us. And
right.
it was a cab driver. He just kept tapping the back of us, and they was like, "It's legal here. Like they can bump the back of your
Because
car.
they got bumpers from,
It's really
I know
bumper
it's
to
in New
bumper.
York and New Jersey. They got
Like that's a
bumpers on
real
their car
term,
for that.
yeah.
That's what it really mean.
I didn't know
Bumper to
that was a
bumper
real live
traffic. I
term.
never
Like
knew that.
I know
Till I
what that
went to New
meant.
York.
Like you close by because of traffic. I didn't know that was like an actual. I didn't
So
know
it
that
came
meant
from
something.
New York, bumper to. I ain't never experienced that either, Molly. Because I'm like, why they got all them things
G
around?
Factor. What up, G Factor?
What's
Say
up,
hi
Miss
to
Jen?
mother.
Miss
Gwen
Gwen?
Factor. Now, I'm gonna call her Pinky Tuscadero because she was cutting up in her all shiny pink.
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
good in
Savage.
that suit.
She
we was
did.
just
Yeah, you
showing
definitely look
her.
badass in the suit.
She had them. She was throwing that ass in a circle in that suit. Y'all didn't think she had the boobs out and the stomach out. I'm like, stop showing off. We know good and
Shit,
like
if
Yeah.
you
no
got that
crack.
shit, work with that shit. Whatever. I would
She
never tell
did.
nobody don't do it. Get
And
out there,
she
get on
Show 'em
did.
stage,
off.
show them what mama gave you.
Yeah, her
She
Shit,
looked
happy
man was
she
Mother's
with
Day
her.
again.
all
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Her man was with her. She alright.
hmm
yeah. So yeah, like I told him, it was a good show. I said, Poppy the bear brought the laughs in, and Keita reeled it up.
Right.
And so it was good. It was wind me up time.
Good morning to you. That's why
So
people have bumper
grand
covers.
rising.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
What was I
Look
talking
at
about? About
everything.
the bumper to
Yes.
bumper.
You keep that bush round just like they did on Good Times. I don't know how you do it. That bitch be round. It don't matter what angle you stand from. I tried to catch her ass slipping
The
one time
G
and look from
Factor.
the side. Nope, the bitch
She know
round all the way around.
look, that's called Frotima, and Frotima don't be
Okay.
slipping. Because
Okay.
Gwen is like, I'm in the hairdresser, honey, hook me up. And she have a fabulous hairdresser that she goes to get Frotima snip, and everything
Yeah.
just right. I
That's
sat
her
there and I watched
signature.
her transformation, and I'm
hmm
just like, wow. I said in the beauty salon with Gwen when they just watched, how she cuts the lady who does her hair is bad. That's all I got to
She
hmm
say.
said
And I got
thanks
the
for
business
hanging out
coming
with
up.
her, Reese.
Other hand,
Thank you for hanging out with me, Reese, is what she said.
no, thank you for letting me ride with you. B man invited me down, and I said, "Quit, can I catch a ride?" I had my green thumb out. She was like, "Sure, baby," and I caught a ride. But we always have a good time when we hang out together because her ass is crazy. Gwen is crazy, and you know it. My aunt Ann even like hanging out with Gwen, and she said Gwen is crazy. She said Gwen is fun.
hmm
So if you're looking for a good time, call Gwen 777-9311 or DM her. But I was scared. Back to Monday Madness, and that traffic is enough to make you mad. We were in New York. It was me, Misha, and my sister. That was the first time I've been in that part of New York. We were down where all the marquees was. Um, it was. I don't know if it was the what do you call it? It's downtown. It might have been just downtown Manhattan. All of these marquees, all of these big giant TV jumbotron things. And when we stopped at the corner, traffic, it was bumper to bumper. I got claustrophobic because when the people start swarming our car, I was like, it was like a million people on one street corner waiting to cross. And then when they cross, you can't drive because it's like a million people and you got the light, but you can't go nowhere. And I was like, this don't make no sense. It took us 8 hours to get out of New York, to get out the city park. And I think I got claustrophobic because I saw all the people in the car and they were shaking our cars. I was like, what the hell? What are they doing? They passing, they're bumping your car as they walking. And I'm like, ain't this some, and they just stampeded. I was like, oh no, I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit at all. And then my sister would say, get out and run in the hotel. I said, bitch, who? She got me out on the traffic side. Get out, run in the hotel. This is before I needed my cane or my walker. This is when my knees was a little working. But I still couldn't cross the. I said, oh no, you crazy. I'm like, I was like, if you want me to get out and go to you better go down to the damn crosswalk. It was just like, I was like, I couldn't do it. It actually frightened me a little bit. I said, this is like that movie, what's that zombie movie with Z, with all of them people that, what was that zombie movie? IMZ or whatever, where all the people zombie, they was running fast and everything. And then we did go back later on to see a play. That's when I did have a cane. They kept knocking the cane out from under me. They didn't care. It was like, move, bitch, boom, boom. Woo, New York.
I was thinking about getting you a custom cane as a gift, but I didn't know if you would like something like that. But ain't nothing wrong with the cane you got, but I want you to get one of them. Yeah, I seen some nice ass carved joints, and like I was thinking about doing that. What's up with Reese?
Some pimped out Yoda stuff. Some pimped out Yoda shit.
Did I even hear you? I didn't even know he came in. Hold on, let me look at the
first one in here. He said, Reese, your brother said, why you ain't speaking to him today? He said,
hey, DJ Slicky Woo Boo. Hey, he's another mother. He's a bad mother. Is that Slicky in there? I didn't.
What's
know
up, Slicky?
You know, look, I knew he lurking around the corner. Slicky always in there. I love my brother.
What's up, Luz? How you?
Well, hey.
And I want to give a big shout out to DJ B, man, for doing this thing and cranking this thing and with another wonderful show. Thank you, Mr. DJ B, man, aka Baby Daddy. Honey, did y'all see his muscles? He may be a leaner statue of man, but them arms came out. Oh, them prison arms, them prison muscles came out. Boop, boop, boop. And he was like, hey, baby, hey. I had to push them off me. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What you ready to share your first clip for the day?
Road rage. Is that the road rage?
Yeah, road rage.
I bet you this won't happen in New York.
Hell nah.
Woohoo!
A road rage incident like this.
I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
The woman sprawled across the hood is going nuts.
You're dead!
You can see the crazed woman through the windshield.
Give me this!
You could tell she just wasn't in her right mind.
Ashton Miano says she had just left work and was on her way to pick up her son when it happened. Moments earlier, Ashton Miano says she honked her horn at another motorist who had just cut her off. Next thing she knows, the motorist is jumping on her hood, screaming. At one point, she yanked off the windshield wiper. Then she repeatedly hits the glass. She is relentless.
Shit.
When officers arrived, they took Nancy Caponino into custody. She was charged with assault and disorderly conduct. You've never seen a road rage incident like this.
Now, I would have backed up real fast if I could and jerked her off the car. I mean, that may sound mean, but I like.
Nah, that was gonna be my solution. Tap that gas, then tap that brake. And the situation fixed. Right, I'm going about my day. I'm not letting this bitch beat my car.
And broke the windshield, all because road rage. The lady said all I did was honk the horn, and she got a charge with assault and disorderly conduct. People are just. I don't know what to say about people, but that's definitely a Monday Madness, a road rage incident, a situation. There's a lot of road rage going on. Trey, you and I said we would have handled that situation the same way. Jerk her right off, blue, and she'd have been rolling.
You wouldn't have had time to climb up on the hood and do all of that. I don't know what.
Because as soon as I saw you on my car, I'm like, bitch, what did you doing?
I probably have tapped your ass with the car is what I would have did anyway. Oops. I would have tapped your ass with that car and kept it rolling. I'm not about to let you beat on my car. That's crazy.
Then tear it up to go to destroying it, tear the
What
windshield
they said,
off.
she cut the person off, or somebody cut her off, or something?
No, she honked the horn at her.
Oh, honked
she
the
cut her
horn.
off, and the lady honked the horn like, and then the girl flipped out. Oh, like you don't be honking the horn at me. Like you don't be cutting nobody off like that.
Yeah.
And then she gonna get out your car. By the time you get out, she had time to get out her car and climb on to the other car.
Yeah.
That is, that ooh, baby. If it happened to the right person, that they would have
I
been
see your comment.
on the other one. It'd have been the other way. Now, I don't know where that was at, if that was New York or if that was
they said that happened here in Virginia, Lynchburg.
Baby.
Gwen
put her.
Getting a custody of her at 19 was a huge responsibility. I actually seen that post, AQ. I actually seen that on your page. I took her to college some games. The biggest acknowledgement ever. Shout out to those that don't have their mom. For real. Because I was chilling with somebody. Because I have mine and all that, I wish everybody well and, send everybody what I'm going to send them and whatever. But I went there to go hang with some of the older folks down my road that, all of them was reminiscing on their moms and all that stuff. So that was a little different. I wanted to spend my time that way.
Yeah. Shout out to all the heavenly mothers and grandmothers. Because my grandma raised me. Y'all know how blue grandma rolled. And shouts out to everybody who are mothers. That's not a mother. Like the aunties. There's a lot of strong women that help raise a lot of strong women. Like my cousin Z in Florida. That's my cousin, but I said I got a lot of learning from her. She taught me a lot as I became an adult woman. And I'm still learning stuff, y'all. I'm still learning stuff. And I shout out to my Aunt Ann, all my aunties, my Auntie Max, my Aunt Z, my cousin Lil. Shout out to Gwen for being a big sister. She even be telling me stuff. And I'm listening to her, but like, okay, I found out that you learn something every day. When I say every day. And shout out to the group of women that can love and give their love and give their time to other people. Just because you birth a child doesn't make you a mother.
Yeah.
The love and the care that you give individuals make you that mother. So I want to say shout out to all of them. Yeah. To all. Oh, Gwen put her hairdresser's info in the link. I'm looking at it on my phone. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
I did see it.
Okay,
I screenshotted it.
You can't see.
Huh?
I would pull her ass straight to David Greenhouse, someone who loves crazy ass woman. Shout to he drove.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Oh, David probably already know it. David probably like, sure, get off that man's car. She be on the whole door to the windshield wipers for dear life. She would have fell off on them curves or two. See, at that moment, I wish I had a hydraulic system because them low riders that be go boom, 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 boom. I would have flipped that joke. Y'all saw those cars in LA that be doing like this and all that.
When they get old enough to make the money themselves, or they start getting little side hustles they can make money for.
Yeah,
give them side hustles to do.
It's their age when I start buying my kids gift for their mother. Mine was this year, was the first year. And I ain't say I wasn't. It's just my daughter ain't call me and say anything because she had her own money and she wanted to do it herself. So I was like, well, you started it. So that's it. 15 years old, I guess, when they making their own money. But they feel good about it when they can earn their own money and buy it. I can't wait to they come around and see that same energy I doubt it.
You gonna get a time, Marley. That's what you
'Cause I
gonna
don't know if
get.
it worked for LA, but my daughter never asked her mother to help her buy me a gift. Never, not one time, you know. But she always asked me to help her buy her mother a gift, which didn't bother me. But as years went on, I was like, damn, I just know that I don't really get nothing. You know, I get a
Yeah.
text, but you know, I don't get nothing. You know, I guess that's how it always be. Do your kids help your wife buy you a gift, LA, or any man out there for Father's Day?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question.
Well, we used to. Well, we did it on our own. We would celebrate my grandfather just like we would do my grandmother. So we gave him equal energy. And my grandfather loved his wife so much. He loved to go above and beyond out the way to show his stuff. But I never saw my grandmother giving him a Father's Day gift. Now I seen Granddaddy give Grandma the Mother's Day gift, and we give Grandma Mother's Day gift, and we give Granddaddy Father's Day gift. But I never saw my grandma must give him another kind of gift. The kind we can't do.
The kind I don't want to hear about either.
You know, that's something I never saw it that way. You know, with the mothers and fathers and stuff. So, LA, do your
I
wife
see you,
give you a
Slicky.
gift on Father's Day? Do the men get the gifts from the wives, or other than the grill? The you know, and I don't really call that a grill. I call that a gift for a house. When I think of a gift, I think of a gift personally for you, just for you. That you know.
David, you in the chat. You're in the same chat the link is in. Look for the link. The link is there.
He doing it again?
Yeah, he doing it again. It's in the group.
Trey said Cash App him $5. Is it $5 a link?
I might
Because you keep
or
If you
I
Cash
have
App Trey $5,
Hold on, Dave. I'm gonna send it to you. I got you.
get the
Hold on.
link.
yeah, sure. Hey, that's better than nothing. But you got a few kids. I had one for a long time. Now I got two. But yeah,
What?
that's
And
still
one what?
good. He said he might get a shirt or a card and a happy Father's Day. But nah, not really nothing. I don't think guys we really care too much, you know, about Father's Day. It ain't like a but for mothers it's like another birthday for them, you know.
Then let
Like
me ask you this question. Do step parents expect Father's Day and Mother's Day gifts? If
I
you're a
would
step
hope
parent.
so. They good, you know. Like I would expect my daughter to buy her mom's girlfriend something, you know, on Mother's Day. You know, I expect her.
Would you help her buy her step parent a gift?
Well, she asked before, you know, and I don't know if she do it both of them together or however, but I wouldn't care, you know, if that's what the money for, because she helped my daughter, you know, for a lot of things. So it wouldn't bother me at all. Now, if she had a stepfather, I don't know. It might be different. You know, I'm dealing with two women.
Right, that's what
So,
right.
man,
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have been a little different. You know, I'm jealous when it comes to my daughter, when it comes to other men, you know, like, but for a stepmom, or I don't know how they work when it's two women. It really don't bother me. And then I know her already, you know, I know exactly who she is. Like her father is my godfather, you know, so. It's so I already know her, so it's different. I wonder how it is for y'all men out there. Do it bother y'all? Would y'all help y'all kids buy their step parent a gift for Mother's or Father's Day?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Well,
answer. That's you know.
Reese, say
Hey,
what's up to David.
hey, David, what's going on, Mr. Green?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
That's a good question.
yeah,
Would you buy
uncle.
your step? You know that'd be like I don't know. I don't. That's a lot on the child. I mean, but I guess if that's the only parent, I'm gonna take that back. If he's a good stepfather, like you said, because I know
Uh,
my
But the
cousin
screen
they
got
go
stuck.
out big for
Okay.
Eldo because he's a good stepfather, you know, and they treat him just like you know, that he the blood daddy, and that's when you gotta. That's a good one. That's a good one. So,
what's the question?
but if your daughter come to you and say, "Daddy, can you help me buy my stepdaddy a gift for Father's Day?" Or my stepmommy, well, there ain't no stepmommy, but so it'll be stepdad. Would you help her buy her stepdad a gift for Father's Day?
Oh, would I help?
He's still waking up, man. Like, let him wake up.
What is the
What
is it called? So I don't know the term or whatever. What is it called when it's the stud?
A stud.
Still the same thing.
What are you talking about?
Still stepdaddy.
Depending on what they celebrate. They celebrate Father's Day, then yeah, same thing.
If you my step stud, then I guess
yeah, okay, step stud.
Stud daddies.
Yep.
I guess it all depends on, you know, the key word you said, if they're a good step or something.
No, but I'm not talking about step stub. I'm talking about the father. If your daughter right now says,
probably
"Daddy,
dealing with the same thing I'm dealing with." That's
will you help me buy a gift for my stepdaddy? It's another man. So y'all saying y'all
if your girl dealing with a woman, she's saying
my daughter's mom is with a stud.
Oh,
see, that's the same thing. You know, it's just my daughter. They celebrate Mother's Day together.
I mean, cause you already clearly states if you do it okay for a woman, but will another man? Would you buy a gift for another man? That's a man.
I mean,
see, that's not right. That's double standards.
If it was
no, I was saying, like, my son talking about something. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Wait a minute, they can't hear what she said. He said if that person steps into that role, that active role is that other parent, why wouldn't you? If they're there, if they're, you know, but
nah, mama can help you do that.
Mama can help you, like
mama
daddy
can help you with that shit. Fuck. Nope. No.
Yeah.
Because you sitting there like, well, what you gonna give me? I got you this beautiful hand made out of macaroni.
Yeah, JB want to know what's the double standard. I don't know. He said, "What's the double standard?"
Yeah.
Hey, JB.
I don't
know.
I'm not.
Reese, you ain't paying attention because he said, "What's the double standards?" He's asking
question. He's asking you, "What's the double standard?"
That if the step parent, say if the stepfather was a stepfather stud, they said that they would get the gift for the lady. But if it was the stepfather with dick and balls, they're like, nah, I ain't getting no another man helping my daughter get another man gift. But if it's the woman and she just acting like a man, yeah.
I mean, if I made that child with you versus somebody that I didn't make the child with, that would influence me the more so, you know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Or my child's mom versus the stepdad who had nothing to do with the equation. You know, just because y'all together, to me, that's not enough.
Yeah,
like, nah, you and your mom can help, you know. You and your mom can work together for your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what I gotta do? Yeah, but
and it's different for men, you know, like it's a woman, so like it's different. If it's a man might not even want you to help, you know, them get you a gift. Like I want my stepchild as her father, hey, can you help me get my stepdad a gift? And he bring me some Jordans and be like, yeah, my dad helped me get these for you. Like, man, take these motherfuckers back. Playing me, boy. Want nothing from Pops.
Yeah,
you know, that's probably how it is, but I don't know. It is a double standard with women, period. Women can do a lot of stuff that men can't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe so because if my father girlfriend was helping me or wife now was helping me do something for my mother, she wouldn't want nothing from her. So I don't want you bought me something for
Shit.
that be so
Yeah,
AQ said that
yeah,
her bonus dad helped, or her stepfather helped, or bonus dad, I'll just say that bonus dad helped take care of her actual dad when he was sick. I don't understand the issue. Uh, yeah, I feel you. I don't know. Everybody don't get a situation. How rare is that, or how common is that your stepdad would take care of your actual father? So I
yeah.
see you. I know you don't see the problem, but I see the rarity in your situation and how often that's not going to happen for people.
Uh,
So
no,
that's a blessing, but it's not common that
yeah,
the
and
whole
that's
family
also
is.
different because she's talking about like taking care of, I
A
mean,
gift.
if it
Yeah,
was
that's
if it
once a
was just
year, but
that's a
if I'm
human being.
involved, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a human being, you know what I mean? So, it don't even have to be related, you know what I mean? Just, just having a, a big heart, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But what I'm um hearing is like you feel obligated or whatever like that. No, like a holiday or this. Hey, what I mean, he's the stepdad, she's the step stud or something like that, or something like that. No, you're
step
obligated.
stud.
You're
Stupid.
you're you're obligated to get them a present or something. No, that's two totally different things or something.
That
You
do,
know what I
do
mean?
the
Like,
step stud get two gifts, one on Mother's Day and one on Father's Day?
Gerald, funny as
I don't
shit.
know. Ask Bruce. Ask Bruce. Ask
Her mom coochie fire.
uh,
Stepdad help take care of the.
Yeah, that's good. That's a big job for a
Right.
stepdad.
Oh shit!
That's
Make
that.
it.
Right.
He working. He working right now.
Or she
yeah,
must be
that's
a
Caitlin.
hell of a woman where I don't want this woman to go
Coochie
nowhere.
fire.
I don't know.
Shoot. That-
I don't see women taking care of the stepmom.
Shit.
But then again, yes, I do because sometimes I could be friends with my man's ex, cordial. So yeah, I can see that because we
Mm-hmm.
do look out for people. We do, So
Yeah.
yeah,
But what told me is what's crazy is that people always get it confused. Like a gift and respecting and helping is different.
it's
yeah,
different.
Because
yeah,
you look at them as a friend. How many
right,
fucking
yeah,
friends that you have
right,
that fathers and mothers that you not buying shit for? So it's just
That
right.
like,
is
okay, it's okay
that's
for you to buy your kid step parent a gift, but you ain't going around buying all your family members that's parents gifts, all your friends gifts. It's like, nah, that can start something. I'm just saying, as a man, a woman probably accept it. As a man, some things is just like you don't want to step over the line. It's just like y'all got that type relationship, then yeah, y'all both might get each
Blessing
other
if you
something.
do, but that's
Like,
not common.
if he asking his father to help him buy his stepfather something, and he asking his stepfather to help him buy his father something, it makes sense because we both fathers. Why the hell on Father's Day I'm gonna help my child buy his stepfather something? What the fuck I'm getting? It's like I'm
you go you go and get that macrame. That you gonna get
like
that
the hell, how did
macaroni.
that balance out? We gonna make sure he get a gift, but what y'all got me? So it's like
Yeah,
now if he
exactly.
got a gift for both of us, that makes sense. He might want me to help him get a stepfather, so he might want his stepfather help get me something. Yeah, but it ain't gonna just be help them get something. I'm just over
My,
here like,
my
yeah,
phone.
we got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Look, I'm gonna
My
buy my
phone.
stepdaddy a gift, but I'm gonna make you some, daddy, because
It could
that's
be
Hey,
more
this
important if I
about
make you
ever. I'm
something
not
or
helping
something
my
for the
kids
holiday.
do shit.
hey,
And they
hey,
say
hey,
it could be
Kenny,
the
Mama,
greatest.
She said we
hey,
all gave gifts and had gifts from both sets, parties and all. I mean, that's nice. That's very nice,
Nice.
but it's just not common, so it's not like it's not like a expected thing, or I expect people to do that because it's not a normal people setup.
bro, yeah, I agree with Molly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey,
They
my
ran over
my
Maryland today, drive by mistaken target gun shooting.
if my daughter came to me and said my step stud is birthday is in October, my birthday is in August.
And they didn't. Yeah. All right, that's another stepdaddy. Back to the Monday Madness, the road rage issue. That's a real that was a good topic. Yeah, because we got other road rage issues other than people beating down your car,
Exactly.
beating up
Both
your
of them
car.
need to be included. Both dads are doing well. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
That was
Yeah.
some self-driving.
Mm-hmm.
Self-driving car. Nah, that's the wrong
Need the
one.
good dads a little bit more praise before we talk about switching over gifts and wife swapping and stepdaddy swiping and all that shit. We need to make the dads feel like they matter. That it matters that they exist in the first place. That's what we need to go back to. All that who gonna get the other person daddy this and all that shit. That's cute, but
Yeah,
these men around here walking around don't feel appreciated for being a father. So can we
yeah,
sit back?
and right, yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's different if you know what I mean. If the the dad is a deadbeat, or the the dad is not in the life, or not in the life like they should be or something. All, but you're talking about the dad is in in the life, communicating and everything like that and all, and be like, hey, let's get my stepdad a gift. No, I'm not paying. Nah,
Yeah, you're
I
right,
ain't doing
Gerald.
that.
That's what I was spinning off of was your comment. Pretty much agreeing with you. I believe inclusivity. I was raised inclusivity, but I grew up Muslim and Baptist. Muslim men are men amongst men, take up their women families. Yeah, If everybody else can adopt to that, then that'd be cool. But that's not how people
Yeah,
be
but they don't
in
give
today's
gifts
time.
to celebrate holidays. That's the thing that get me. Muslims don't supposed to be buying gifts for each other and doing all those things that I recall. My uncle don't do none of the holidays. When he was young, he ain't get no gift. Like why? Then I started to get older and understood why. But I don't really
Right,
celebrate the holidays, but I would accept a gift you go out there and buy it. I ain't gonna turn it down
Right.
now. I ain't gonna be like, hey man, do no holidays, and I'm like, I appreciate it.
Right.
But
And then
I
and
don't
me too.
like
And then they keep it moving.
I
Sometimes I
like I
think these holidays, first of all, they made to make money. That's the first and foremost. It's not really to celebrate the mothers and the fathers, because originally, if you go back with Fathers and Mothers Day, they were talking about giving the father of the church and the mother of the church. They wasn't really talking about giving your parents like that. But they
no, if
marketed
you
saying,
really want, if you really want to go back, Mother's Day was celebrating Mother Samaris, and Father's Day was celebrating Nimrod.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
uh, all of that. And
It's
then they
great how
came
my
up
brother
again with the
acknowledges my blue
Catholic and
face.
then the other church, all
And
that stuff.
my
But
ex-husband,
it's
his
just a
father's money.
commercial,
I do like that. It's respectable.
and it makes some
Yeah.
people feel bad and feel sad, but it's on a retail end. So it's this for the retail people to rake those gifts and stuff in, and it's geared towards now. They focus on, hey children, get your mom this or get your dad this or get your parents this,
I don't like
on
the
Right.
pressure
holiday.
behind it.
Right. It does give you a lot of pressure. Everybody's sold out on Mother's Day. You can't go eat nowhere. They're taking their mothers out, their elderly parents. Well, how about treating them good every day? So that I think they should be treated good every day. It shouldn't you have to
Yeah.
wait for Mother's Day or a holiday for you to show somebody that you love them. That's
Well,
all.
I think some people, some parents should be lucky that their children, and this is said by my grandmother actually this morning. Some parents should be lucky that their children think enough of them to get them something because a lot of them ain't that good. So
Uh,
on the flip side of shit, be lucky that but I
Yeah.
still don't like the pressure behind a specific day of the week. Because you
yeah.
would think it's odd for me to buy you flowers. You be thinking I'm trying to con you or do something, or I did something wrong and I'm trying to make up for it
Mhm.
before I did, or something weird.
Yeah.
If I got you some flowers or a card on a random day, you might throw the shit in the trash. Honestly, if there's nothing in it. So it's really
You know,
look
and
at
then
LA
after
Josh
they get
Preston
whatever
comment. Let me
did
see.
it, then the cards still go to the side. But you know,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you, Trey. That's my
Suck it
feelings.
up. Get back with your mama. Go ahead, David.
I said I agree with you. That's my feelings on Valentine's Day or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You shouldn't wait until a certain day to be like, you know what, baby, I really care about you, and I've been thinking about you, whatever like that. No, what about the other months? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What about
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I love me 24/7, baby. If you
But
got
I
the heart
also
to do it.
the same people having these conversations, like everybody in the group chat, everybody in the comments and all that too. Y'all making sure y'all act that way through all throughout the year. Act like
Yep.
you somebody to receive throughout the year too,
Mhm.
because I noticed motherfuckers get real nice around Christmas time. It start up with Thanksgiving.
It start off.
Everybody
It
start
start
hitting
off
up their
with
family members
Halloween.
and cousins and
You
shit.
know, it start off with
Everybody real
Halloween.
festive around, and I hate it because everybody's mostly an asshole. If it's not February, November, or December, it's like everybody asshole or hating their lives or stressing
Yep,
out about
yep.
everything. But those times of the month, everybody like walk around the street smiling and they speak to you or thank you if you open the door or some shit for them. Yeah, that I want. Yeah, let's make sure we acting like we supposed to receive all throughout the
Look,
year. You know what I'm
JP
talking about. You
said.
know I'm talking that shit.
JP
So
said
what you
Right.
Father's
talking
Day
about?
and all the restaurants have spaces to eat in. But Father's Day,
Shit, ain't nothing sold out. Mother's Day, you better reserve
Don't
that
nobody
shit
give a
a
fuck
week
about
in
the
advance.
dash.
You
Don't
better
nobody give a
Yep,
reserve your
fuck.
yep.
tape
Give these niggas some
on the
type of something balloons or
Father's
something to
Day,
Father's Day.
celebrate.
you cook
It's
it
for
out
all
on
Home
the
the grill,
Depot
dads.
special.
JP. They gonna give you a spatula and a grill brush for your Father's Day and an apron, and
Happy
that's your gift.
Father's Day.
They were like, Dad, put something on the grill. Let's have a cookout. Yeah, Dad. You gonna be
Or a
drinking over
grill.
the
Hang your
grill.
You
head
said a
up.
Grandma,
grill.
give me a Michelob out there, checks in there. Give me a fancy beer. Give me some.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a
Shit.
Modelo with a flip these burgers.
Father
Then they
Day
were like,
drinking.
"Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet?"
All right, I see
Father,
that Molly got a video up. Not cutting nobody off. I see he got a video up.
Okay.
Father's Day, you getting a shirt and a tie.
That's it.
Either or. You don't get both, David. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's. You're right. Father's Day, you get the tie. Christmas, you get the shirt. Yeah.
God. This might be the wildest road rage incident ever caught on camera. A woman storms over, lifts her dress, and unleashes explosive diarrhea all over someone's car, then casually strolls back to her vehicle and smiles at the camera like nothing happened.
Yo, the bitch just shit on her car. Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me. She chased you? I had business. You said she chased you? Yeah, she chased me. And I got out and begged her to stop.
Oh my God. This might be the wildest road rage incident ever caught on camera. A woman.
Ew.
Well, they arrested the young
Explosive.
lady, but I had to do some more digging, and I was like, "What?" She was mental, and the lady wasn't chasing her. The lady happened to live in the same development, and the lady thought she was chasing her. She was going home. The lady was going home, and then to stop and then get out and do that.
Explosive diarrhea.
She was mentally wrong. And,
how do you hold something like that?
She said that her stuff is on point and it was so clean, she didn't even have to wipe afterwards. The lady herself said that. She said, I shit it clean. And I was like, what the? Who can shit on demand like that? I don't know. I mean,
she's probably holding that motherfucker trying to get home, and this is the golden opportunity to shit on a bitch.
I would
Literally.
out to
explosive shit.
That new shit was gonna be part of the show. This is really
it was gonna be shit somewhere in the segment.
It's Monday Madness
Explosive
and
diarrhea.
road rage. It's the type of shit you get here on the Morning Mac show. I can't make this up.
There's always some shit.
If I would have told that story,
Shit
she can't.
Shit or piss. She gonna have to bring one up again.
So bodily
Shit
fluids
on the
is
nigga's
crazy,
car.
He said, "Oh no, she shit on her." Yeah, we gonna talk about that one.
I'm just telling you. From both videos I seen, I'd rather her shit on my car than bang my windows in and kicking it or shoot me or yank. Like, I'm cool with that. You shit on my car and walk
I'ma
off.
hit
I
your
drive
ass,
to the car
bitch.
wash.
Nah.
Yeah, I drive to the car wash and I'm out of there. Or I can
I'ma
just
hit
hit her
your
with that
ass,
motherfucker.
bitch.
Nah, that ain't enough. She just shitted on the car and record
Nah.
that. Just go viral.
I would be
Get
shocked.
shit.
First of all, if that was happening, somebody, do that to, because you don't expect them. You just going home and then they get out of their car, stop in front of you, get out their car. I'm like,
crazy work.
Crazy work. Explosive shit.
She's a mother and a wife, and she was like, oh, she was following me, she was chasing me. No, she was going home. She was going, and if you thought somebody was following,
bent over
chasing you,
and shit on that bitch car.
I would have hit her.
I'd have hit your ass, bitch.
I know you would have walked away all happily, like there. You'd have been face down.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh, that chick had Mexican for lunch. That said guacamole had a liquid lava.
And then
I never seen a bitch shit on demand. And I think she ain't had no underwear on. I think she was just like all out. And shit on that bitch car. Can you play this shit one more time, if you don't mind? Just play it one more time. Let's turn the volume up.
And there's other ones that go along with, she said.
Hold on, let her play that joint one time. I just want to hear it one more time.
Okay.
Someone's car, then casually strolls back to her vehicle and smiles at the camera like nothing happened.
Oh, she had on underwear, I think. It was running. It was thin.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her.
I shit on that bitch.
She chased you? I have a sickness. You said she chased you? Yeah, she chased me. And I got out and begged her to stop.
Oh my God. This might be the wildest road rage incident.
She didn't beg her to stop. She went over there and
explosive shit.
She talking about she got a sickness. Is you a mental sickness?
Yeah.
And she had explosive diarrhea. I'd have been shocked. I'd have been no more good. I'd have
punched that bitch.
You would have got out and fight somebody that was shitty.
No, I would have got out. I would have got out, but I would have kept
I'm gonna hit you with my motherfucking car though.
I wouldn't have said that. She'd have been shitting while we driving. I'd have been doing 80 while she trying to shit. She sat there and watched her shit in that car. She sat there and watched her do it. She let her get on top of it.
But I don't think she had time.
And got off. She didn't know. The lady just turned over, bent over, and said, "Wow."
But
she hopped on top of that mug.
As soon as you open your door, it's already in reverse. If I can't already drive around you, it's in reverse if you open your door. Because I don't know if you got that shit on you or not.
I'm going to reverse it and go around you. You right.
I would have drove that car.
So she wouldn't have had the time to skip over there and pull her pants down and shit on my lift her dress, and she wouldn't have had time to do that. She found herself
motherfuckers.
She'd have been shitting on the side of the road. Not on my car. Look how she got out in the video, because when we dissect the video, she got out like.
What's up, Mr. John?
She got out her car. Look, out her car
on her hood. That's how you shit on a bitch.
Look at that. She got out.
And
I'm shitting on these haters.
And look how she's smiling, act like she did
something. She got out. I'd have drove all around. I didn't even know she got a gun or anything.
It's the one-on-one class. Get your tickets. Exactly. How to shit on a bitch.
Look, I guess she thought she wanted to say something. I want to hear that shit. Literally, I want to hear that shit.
She said, "Well, I'm gonna show it to you then."
I got some shit to show you.
Right. I got some shit to talk to you about.
Let me show you some shit. If you got your children in the car with you, you gonna be like, And then she gets in her car. She must do that all the time.
Damn, she had to ride to wherever she had to ride to wash it off. I hope she was local so she can get to the her driveway quick enough.
Yeah, she was going
rinse
home.
that shit off. What's
the
up?
Was going home. I'd have been throwing up. That's just.
Yeah, for real though.
People are
right.
People are losing their mind.
I paid $650 for this 40. Damn, you got them cheap down there.
For real though.
$1,200. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
1,200?
Put some stank on it for real.
Shit. Like that down
shitting
here.
On the bitch. That's how you shit on her. Shit on these haters.
What up, Mr. John?
What's up, Slim?
I know little kids will throw poop out their diaper at you, but I
ain't never seen that.
You know,
anybody in the comments ever seen a kid throw a handful of poop? Because I never have.
Yeah, the little kids that don't know they what's that?
Monkeys will.
Monkeys, yeah. I know about that at the zoo. At the zoo,
they be on demand and everything. They be like, what are you looking at?
Gets a handful of shit out of a pull-up and says,
I used to shit in the toilet and then play with it.
And scoop it out and throw it.
Nah, he just playing with that shit in the toilet, like smashing it in his hand.
Kids do that. That's why you gotta watch kids.
Yeah, you trying to touch you after that. You like, nigga, get away.
Right.
Like bird.
And then when you take baths for other kids,
right, that was getting me, child.
She did that,
she's smiling, walking off in handcuffs. A bitch knows she gonna get out. That's why the fuck you smiling.
She should got some charges. She should have something charged against her because that don't nobody know what's in her body. That's biohazard.
If she don't wipe that ass good, she's gonna have a discharge.
Fuck you talking about? Okay, I hope they let her use the bathroom when she get to the police station.
But
wipe that shit out.
They arrested her later. She noticed she changed her clothes. Her clothes is changed. They went to her house and arrested her.
Last thing I know, they had her ass in handcuffs. I don't know shit about if she wiped her ass or not.
Well, she had on a black skirt and a white top.
You notice
and she had on a flowery dress when they picked her up. That ain't the same outfit.
Notice they didn't search her or
because she said she did it. She was like,
they didn't pat her down. They didn't pat her down or nothing. They just
confessed to doing it. She said, I was chasing her.
Man, fan how the rhinos fan the shit when they all over the place with their tail. Shout.
Just going to get your poopy butt in that car. I ain't touching you.
Can we get off poop and shit? It's the hour 13.
Yeah, that was road rage. What was on actually the road rage
shit. Reese loves shit.
No,
that's beyond road rage.
Those road rage, Monty.
That's beyond road rage.
Yeah, shit.
Monty madness. This is madness.
Shitty personality.
We still on the road. Next video.
Man, we still okay. Car videos. I never. All y'all drinkers, this probably y'all probably want a Volkswagen. Look into it.
That is some awesome shiznit. Now, when I saw this, it made me think about I think about my brother, how he had a traumatic brain injury, and he passed out. And I'm thinking, what if he was driving, or what if he, when you driving and you got medical emergency, or like you said, Trey, if you inebriated, if you drunk or high, and you passed out behind
Nah,
the
if you
wheel.
drunk, now weed.
I mean, well, I didn't say the weed high. You could be high for something else.
Okay,
People, and they pass out. This is a safe car that will pull itself over to the side of the road and alert you. I've seen people have diabetic fits and not able to function, and they've passed out, hit other cars. It's just that is an awesome car to have. And I'm like, who came up with this technology? I think Molly told me a few months ago they had cars. We were talking about the self-driving car. This per se isn't a self-driving car, but I don't know how it knows.
It pulled over, didn't it? She ain't do that shit.
It's one of those driving assist thing.
Yeah, but that's
like,
self-driving car. They couldn't sell it, so now they found another way to market it. Now they saying that, look, if you fall asleep, this would be a good time to have a self-driving car. But if she's wide awake, I'm bet you it's probably a switch. She can just let it drive itself. Tesla got the self-driving cars too, but they start to realize them little sensors and stuff, they don't always work. So it's like they running tests. Even the finger in the trunk, you had a dumb dude that put his finger in the damn hood of the trunk because it says you can't slam your finger in it. So he started with a banana. It was cool. Then he said he can try with his finger. That motherfucker broke his finger damn near, had snapped it off almost.
Yep.
So it's like a lot of these things, it's supposed to do this, but it's like, I don't know. I'm still a little skeptical. I rode in a self-driving car in Colorado, but it was a free ride and they was testing it. And they didn't pass out there. So they was like, nah, it ain't that it crashed. It's just a lot of people were scared. Some of the turns wasn't right. It just wasn't right. Sometimes it was moving into lanes with people already there. If people ain't get out the way, then they would have hit them. So it's like they still got some work to do. But that was years ago. They could have mastered it by now, but I ain't ready for it.
All I know, my friend he has a Tesla, and he was showing off, talking about, look, I'm going across the bridge. I was like, nigga, I said, you need to grab out, because I'm scared. I keep having a recursion out, and I fell off the bridge and drowned in some water. So I'm fearful of that. I just told y'all one of my deep dark secrets. So when he's like, look, I'm not driving. I'm like, I feel better if you grab the wheel. Don't do that. Don't do that. He was like, hey, it's great. It does this. And he goes, all fast. I'm like, don't do this. I need a driver. And I was thinking about me to have a nighttime vision. Then anybody could get their license. Grandma and granddaddy could keep their license, even if you have visual aids, because if the car driving for you.
Nah, but you're not supposed to do that. Like, you're not supposed to just, it's not as futuristic as you thinking it is.
It's kind of scary to me.
You're not supposed to you're not supposed to be doing like long ass trips and shit like that. Like, you're not supposed to be doing certain things with the car. You're always supposed to be alert. That's, I guess, okay for emergency, but that's not, you're not supposed to just like, oh, I'm gonna take a nap when I get in the car. I'm gonna be in Florida by the time. Nah, that's not like that. The technology is not new. The road assistance and stuff has been out like years ago. They've been working on it for years, but it's not really
over. That's what it do. David Green, do no more falling asleep.
I have a TBI too out there from landing too hard on the drop zone as a U.S. paratrooper. I'm not all singing and giggles. Emotions fluctuate. Pray for you, boy. I use a power wheelchair and all that. Just using 2 canes just to keep my body moving, singing and joking is therapeutic for me.
Yes, thank you. You sending prayers out to my brother, and so are we. So you gotta laugh, crying.
It'd be like that sometimes. For Roadhead, right? Little shit like that. Little side shit. Not no long time. Yeah,
but you notice he just got it to the side and then he sent off the alarm. So if you pass out, you either wake up, or if you need medical assistance, it'll give you. I like that OnStar too, where you can call an ambulance.
Yeah, from the rear view mirror.
And I like that too. The size to help you. So a lot of that they call it driving assist.
No problem.
So a lot of that stuff that they do have on there is some good stuff to assist.
Right.
And they have it even where my stepmom's car. I don't know what kind of car it is. She keep telling me the name. I keep forgetting, but her car can park itself. And I seen that. I was like, wow. And my dad was saying how that it drives itself. I can't think of the name of the car she got, but Daddy said it cost a lot, and that way it lets her know, so she stopped running over people and hitting people. So she
so she stopped what?
Running over people, hitting people.
Maybe you need maybe you need more than that car. I think you need a little what the fuck do they call it? Metro Access. Because you hit people.
So that's why they got the car. It won't let her it'll stop before.
So she can't park. She doesn't know how to. She can't park without hitting something.
No, she can, but that's just one of the features. Daddy say that it'll come out and help you parallel park or park.
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't know how to park. She don't know how to park.
Or if Daddy said
if you're tight spot, they don't know how to get in there, so they do the self park joint because they can squeeze in tight spots for them. Or you got the back cam, front cam, side cam.
Oh yeah, I seen
all
the
that.
commercial. Yeah, okay.
That was neat.
That neat.
That was neat. Or my friend that got the Tesla said that that he could make his car come to him. Like, say if he at the grocery store and it's raining hard and he got bags, he said if the car would come out the parking space and come and pull right up in front of him. I was like, get out of here. Somebody has to have a camera. Somebody has to be watching this at all times.
Nah, they just not telling you that these cars be driving through people's homes. And then Tesla hurry up and get there.
You up in their living room watching football with them.
Yeah, they try to impound the car. There's a lot of people, man, Tesla crashing into their shit, and then the people will come hurry up and tow the Tesla truck before somebody can get there or the police get there. So people start recording, like, hold on, what you doing? We got to do a report. And Tesla been paying these people out, just to keep them quiet. These cars just driving into shit. Like, that shit is not going to work. Like, you need people in the car.
One of them Teslas blowing up and shit at one point in time because of their energy usage or some.
Well, there was one car that blew up, but they found out they blew it up on purpose. Somebody, they put some shit in there and lit it and it blew up, but it was advertisement.
He said, "Reese, you lie. Her ass would be in jail."
What?
I don't know what he said. He said, "Reese, you lie." He said her ass would be in jail. I don't know what he said.
What you going to jail for?
What am I going to jail for, Slicky?
No. He didn't say you. He was saying, would you say your mom or something like that? No, running over people or something.
Yeah, of course that was an exaggeration part. That's what my dad said. My dad said she was in there, so that's what Pop said. So that was the joking part of it. But she did have some fender benders and tires blowed out because they're trying to get up on the curb or whatever. Trying to do that,
Y'all got a problem y'all haven't had an issue with pulling up Facebook videos, have you?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, when you do get around to that point, I did drop one link in the private chat.
Yeah, Big Pharma. You want me to pull that up? That's more like Wellness Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Shit, we can watch it. We can talk about it.
Don't if you have warrants or something like that, no, don't purchase one of them cars because that car would drive you right to the jail on jump.
Nah, for real. That's what people don't know. Them cars, if the police get behind you, once they hit a siren, it pull you over. You can't even get chased from the police in them cars. It automatically pull over. So it's like, it stops from siren. So even if the ambulance trying to get past you, some people try to hurry up and go through the light, or it slow you down, pull your ass right over till they get out of sight. You can't even hear the ring no more. They gotta be damn near half a mile away, so you can get back to regular speed. It's great. They can send you straight to jail too. They can lock the doors and drive your ass straight
No,
to the
they
motherfucker.
definitely can't lock you in your car. Like you can't,
Got to
Look,
bust
you
the
won't
window
use that car as no getaway car.
Yep. So that's what I was
Could
saying.
you imagine somebody trying to get away, trying to do something and trying to get away the car? Like, nope, you're not going nowhere. You straight to jail. Do not pass go. Go straight to jail.
If you're gonna rob somebody or do something, drive one of them joints without a computer in it.
Yeah, you gotta go old school.
GPS tracking shit. That's a whole fuck phone records. Like back in the day when they try to see if you did something, they just see what the fuck your location was and where you was at.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
that's messed up. That's messed up.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought this was more of a. This is kind of a Wednesday joint, but then I like his endpoint.
The essential nutrients your body needs, then something breaks. So you go to the only medicine that your insurance pays for, which is allopathic MD-directed medicine. The doctors don't know anything about medical nutrition. They don't believe that the body can cure itself, so they give you a drug that manages the problem. The drug, in its working in the human body, also burns through nutrients. So after 6 months or a year, the drug stops working, or they need to increase its potency, or they need to give you a second or a third drug. And then you get worse, and then you need another drug, and then it gets worse, and then you need surgery, and then you get a secondary infection from the surgery, and then you need another drug for that, and then you die. And then your relatives are so grief-stricken that they organize a 5K run on your behalf to come up with a cure for stomach cancer. And who do they give the money to? The people that failed you in the first place. So you run out of the essential nutrients your body needs.
Did it pause?
No, I think it was the video wasn't that long. He just
I like.
Yeah, the video itself wasn't that long.
Yeah, I like it. He breaking down how business
I
works.
was ready to listen to what else he was saying. He was like, so you run out of the essential vitamins that your body needs. And then I'm like, what happened?
Oh, it might have been probably like it was probably I think he reached the end part when he was talking about you being grief stricken and taking that money and y'all raising money for a cause and donating it to the same people that failed you. That was the end of the video.
The pharmaceutical company, the
Yeah.
cause for a cure. I'm gonna say this: a Good Days is running out of money, and it is the pharmaceutical company. No, but it helps pay for the medicine that the people need to help keep their eyesight. So, if you're looking for a charitable organization to donate to,
but it's also the pharmaceuticals that's sponsoring the Roundup and stuff and all to kill some of the medicines and stuff like that, that we can have for free.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah, nobody's going natural with anything like that for the most part, like they used to. So I think people, that's probably second nature to people. That's probably neither here nor there for people. That's because on Father's Day we end up with a damn grill. Oh, Gerald, y'all talking in the comments.
Damn grill. But it just sounds like he's saying that.
Wait a minute. Who said because Father's Day that's why they end up with a grill?
Ciao.
Okay. Okay, I just got a video to share. I'm gonna say this one tomorrow for Turn Up Tuesday. Another video to share. Did y'all hear about Monday Madness? This is a mad topic. Down in Texas, I was doing research in Texas and down south.
Man, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this.
I know she moved on.
Y'all didn't even. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna stop. That's all right.
I'm sorry. I got sidetracked, didn't I?
On that phone. What you see? Blue plane.
No. I said it was another thing. I got sidetracked. I lost my train of thought, as y'all can tell.
Yeah.
The last thing I heard shout about, we were talking about the pharmaceutical companies about raising the money
Now he said something about Father's Day.
And the grill. That's why we get the grill
Yeah.
because of the
I was just getting to the medicine part where they was like what I think they was trying to say in the clip, and then I know Chow comment something. You said, "Oh, what y'all say?" So I didn't know you want to respond to Chow comment. He said something about the grill, the Father's Day.
She said that's because of the Father's Day grill. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they killing the people, the medicine.
No, I think.
Nah, he was responding to Gerald's comment. Gerald and him was talking about something.
Okay.
In the comment, I think what they saying, Trey, is that well in the clip, I think what he's saying is they don't actually fix the problem. You know, it's like they just put a band-aid on it. They doing something, the medicine just help you get through it, but at the same time it help create other problems. So now once you can't take that medicine no more, because the medicine only can do it for so long, they got to give you a bigger dosage. So they only get small doses. That's how they start y'all. And then as you get longer along, they got to give you more doses to the point that the medicine don't work. And then when that don't work, they got to find other medicine that might work. And then when that don't work, they got to do surgery. Then that time after they do surgery, you end up dying. And then the family turn around and help them find a fucking cure for whatever you just died for, like stomach cancer. And the whole time, these the people who been getting funded, been getting money, and they not trying to find a cure. The whole thing is to give you medicine, you know, just so they can give you more medicine. But at the end of the day, they never gonna actually fix the problem. So it's no different if your leg hurting you in pain, you take pain medicine. It's gonna help the pain go away. It just numb the nerves, you don't feel it. But that issue ain't going nowhere. So if you broke your leg, yeah, you might can get through an hour with that medicine. But when that hour kick out, that shit start hurting again. And that's what it is with the illness. The medicine, it helped the illness from not affecting you for a while. But then after a while, when it run out, it start affecting you again. I want something that's going to get rid of it. I don't want it just to be there and you managing it. We need to find things that we can take to get rid of the issue. And that's why, like our boy in the building,
you're
they
looking
changing
for a
shit up.
cure, and there ain't no money in the cure. They ain't gonna give you nothing to cure you because they don't want to cure you. They want you to keep coming back.
Yeah,
That's
just like a car mechanic, just like a car mechanic.
Exactly. See, I took the words out your mouth, didn't I, Dave?
But we have so many ways of doing that, but people could care less and would rather take medicine. Generally, could care less and rather take medicine.
Because we want instant results. We are so impatient. I want to stop hurting now. I want to stop that now. I want Samson. I want it now. That's why they rather take medicine. They want to see the quick, fast, hurry. We are a microwave society where we want results in seconds and in minutes, and it don't happen that way. That's why they rather give me the medicine now. I don't care.
How is it? But it's not. It's not a result if you have to take it for the people take medicine for the rest of their lives. Like if I go upstairs and show y'all my grandma medicine bag with them 15, 20 bottles of different things and all that type of shit in it and all that, that's crazy to me. That's insane looking to me. Even if you're not generally that don't get me wrong, you wouldn't know she has to take all that medicine or, take those different things. But to see someone loading their pill thing, or anybody, you ain't gotta be old, but seeing anybody load their pill thing and go through the week and you drop 8 in there, throughout each day and all of that shit type of shit, that's weird. And people are so okay with that to me. Just like the fact that we have other ways, forget dandelions and all that shit. That's cute. That's nice. But just in general, nobody seems to care to look into anything that's not popping a pill. I don't know what the fuck is in that pill. You don't know what the fuck is put together to make you feel better. But people are so lazy. Yeah. What's up, David?
Trey, they had like I stated before, they had me on 8 different meds or whatever like that. No, it wasn't until I got a new doctor. I went cold turkey. The Eliquis, the blood thinner and everything. When it was like, oh, that could kill you and everything like that and everything. I was on high blood pressure meds. I was on all kinds of stuff and everything like that. No, and when I told that doctor, because like I said, he was always used to me complaining pretty much, you know what I mean? So he was just like, you know what I mean, how you feeling? I said, I feel great. And he was like, oh, so he was like, so the medicines are working? I've been stopped taking it 3 months ago.
What was your
Taking all that
motivation
stuff
for
3 months ago.
what was your?
Huh?
I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just asking you a question about what you're talking about. What was your motivation for like wanting to stop? Like, was it just how much you was taking, or how much you had to keep up with, or just you don't like medicine pills and stuff like, or what? What made you?
My motivation was you know, I mean, just watching videos and just doing research and everything. You know, it's like, hold up, you know what I mean? Why just a bottle of Eliquis alone is $600 some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not even
Yes.
counting, you know what I mean, the all the like I said, the 8 meds. Then they was talking about adding another one or whatever like that. No. And like I said, when I told the doctor, he was like, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, what is your secret or whatever? Oh no. When I told him I felt great or whatever, like he said the meds must be working. I said, I've been stopped taking meds 3 months ago. He said out of his own mouth, he said, to tell the truth, some of the meds is probably why you were still sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm getting at.
Right. Yeah. So you know what I
They
mean?
don't know if it's gonna work till you take the medicine. So you basically a guinea pig. That's why he said, did it work? He want to know shit. So it really, all right. But if it don't, it's like, okay, we got something else. Try this.
Seems like the cure is to lose weight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know
for
they might
most reasons.
Who said Jelly Josh Preston?
Hello.
What about the people that's skinny, that's already slim? So don't say that the cure is to lose weight.
They got a better chance, probably.
Yeah, probably a better chance. And
I
it's more
mean,
acceptable if you're bigger.
You gotta be real fat. You can just be big for your height. You know, that's
Yeah,
the
for your
thing. Like,
size.
I can be 200. If I'm
BMI
200
is too.
pounds, I'm big as
Yeah.
shit for my height. You know, but
and
they probably 200. You know,
and
Trey
so is
probably.
smoking crack, but that don't mean it's healthy.
Yeah, that don't mean it's healthy.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's right.
LA, losing weight is vital, but eating healthier is life changing. Appreciate you putting that out. Moving with 2 canes in a daily. In a daily will definitely burn. Oh, I'm sorry. On the daily will definitely burn calories. I lost 48 pounds in a year. Wish other people would have told me that over 30 years ago when I used a cane in the military.
You said using 2 canes help you lose weight?
Nah, eating
No,
healthy.
the walking, regardless of being on 2 canes, the daily walking
Oh
helped them
yeah,
burn
yeah.
48
Okay.
calories in a year. He
Eating
wish other
healthy.
people told him that he can, simply, I guess, walk and burn weight. Walking is more effective than running and all that type of stuff anyway. But yeah,
Yeah,
the subject, the reason I liked the video for today was the end part. It is like a Wellness Wednesday type of subject because it's pharmacy, but the end part was the point that I was getting at.
The
About there
money.
being a never-ending
The money.
cycle and people being lazy, really, and not trying to change. Most people I see, not because you have health problems, you put it all on yourself. I'm not saying that at all, but a lot of what I see is people not trying to change anything about what they're complaining about. They want the pill or the fix because they don't want to have to do anything else. Usually, is what I personally see. Can't
yeah.
assume for everyone, but if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So you don't, nobody should be feel away. But
Calling the
Right.
arcade. They need more corners so you can keep playing the game. So it's like if they found a cure, that's like them taking the arcade out of there. You can't know. They want to keep it plugged up so you can keep adding quarters and quarters to it to keep playing the
Yeah.
game. They've been found a
How they
cure
get
for
rich?
cancer, AIDS, everything out here have a cure. They don't create diseases without having a cure. That's the one thing. They're not gonna put it out here and one of their family get it and they can't do nothing about it. So
Yeah.
it's cures for everything. Just is they make more money looking for it. They
What was
make
that
billions
last comment?
looking for a cure.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
True.
in the first
Yeah.
place, you don't have to worry about losing weight.
Josh said if you eat healthy in the first place, you don't have to worry about losing weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's
But and
true.
What
some
helps
that's true. Some medication. You know what? But the doctors told me too much of anything eating healthy. You got to move, eat, and breathe. So it's not just eating. You have to breathe and move as well.
You
So
go and breathe and move. That's just waking up.
no, I mean,
Yeah, that's just being alive.
Nope, that
Oh,
means
you
fitness.
breathe.
That means some type of walking or something. Because if you eat healthy and just lay in the bed, you still lose weight. That's why people
You ain't
gain
gonna
weight.
be able to eat healthy if you just laying in the bed. You gotta go get the
Yeah.
food, possibly cook the food. You gotta move.
I'm talking
Like you ain't gotta work,
I'm talking about people
but
that's sick or in the hospital or people that's
Oh, if you're in the hospital, they bringing
they
you
not
in. Like,
healthy. Then that's the thing. They not eating healthy. They not healthy. So it's like you can't be both. It's almost impossible to be both. You know that it is.
But I'm
Like
saying you gotta move. You gotta
yeah,
do
you
more than
gotta
eat.
move, and you
gotta
going to
do more than
move.
eat. So so you eat
You
right
right.
and
You
you gotta
gotta
move, have a daily routine of something.
It ain't gotta be nothing big. Like you can just, man, if your job consider walking, like you do security on your feet and you walking up and down, you working out. A lot of people don't really understand that you got your steps in the day. That's why I like that people got them little things that can show you how many steps you took. So you would know that, oh, these how active I was today. So a lot of people understand that no, you did work out today. Some people feel like they don't move enough. The whole time they do move enough, it's the food. It's the diet. You got to change the way that you eat. Most people eat the same and just work out and be like, ain't nothing changing. Yeah, it ain't nothing changing because you ain't changing. Anybody can work out. All you doing is getting bigger, stronger. But at the same time, you change your diet, that will change everything for you. You'll have more energy to do shit. You will want to do more shit. Before I came vegan, I used to be lazy and shit. I used to want to sit on the couch, play the game, chill. I go out here and there, but the minute I ain't had all of that blood in me from that cow blood and all that, I was great. It's like I was looking for shit to do. It's like, damn, let's go to the gym. Let's go, man. Let's play ball. Let's just do something. You know, I want to do something. Even when I smoke, I still had energy. But before then, you smoke, you stuck on the couch. You're a couch potato. But when you vegan, for some reason, 3-4 hours of sleep, I'm great. I ain't gonna sleep no more for the rest of the day. You know, it's just weird. It's like you don't need as much sleep. You got more energy and you feel better. And that's the best feeling in the world. I hate feeling down or sick or feel like my stomach hurt. That's why I really went vegan. I can't do the sick part. That's why I don't drink. I can't do the hangover. I like the feeling of drinking, but the hangover, I can't take it. So I'm not with it. I don't like the hospital. So I ain't been there in 10 years. Like I go get my checkups, but I'm saying I ain't been in there for like a problem, you know, and that's what I like, you know. So I'm cool with not eating the Arby's, Burger Kings, McDonald's, all that. I missed a lot of that shit. It ain't easy just to give up all of these things, but I feel better. So it's like shit. I'd rather feel better than eat crazy just to say, yeah, I had the taste for this. I eat what I want to eat. You know, shit. It's my life. I like move and function better. Like a lot of people say, you look good to be 36, you know, but that's how we probably supposed to look. When I see older people,
look good at 36. That's not old.
no, the kids be thinking I'm kids. I can't buy alcohol most times. That's why I keep my beard. If I cut my beard and trim down and stuff, I get treated like teenagers and young 20. I get carded everywhere. So I'm just saying, I see older women, older men that's in their 60s and stuff, and you'll think they're in their mid 30s and early 40s, but you be like, damn, you look good for your age. But then I started thinking, it's like, no, it ain't that they look good for their age. What is this how they supposed to look? Most of these people that drink, don't smoke, don't do nothing, so they look good. They working out, they eating right, and it's like, dang, if we all did this shit at 80, we might still look like we 40. Like it's just crazy.
Right, don't do that again.
So I'm not saying you look good, Marley. Hey, go ahead. What you say, Mr. John?
Mr. John said, what Mr.
He
John
said
said you look
thyroid conditions affect those with weight control. That has to be factored in, factored instead of seeing the visual of a person. The invisible can't be seen. Eat half a burger, a veggie for lunch, the other half for dinner. I slice a piece of cobbler if out there cooked won't hurt. I know that's right.
Yeah.
And who said that about the thyroid condition? AQ?
No, it was Mr. John.
Oh, okay, yeah. And that is true. I have a thyroid disorder, and I know firsthand what happens. And that's why I got my scar across my neck, my lovely necklace. That's under there. But that's because when you messed up, you messed up. Your thyroid's messed up. You got to take steroids. You got to do this. Look, there's a lot of things that could cause weight gain, weight loss, this or that, but it all comes from what we put in our body, I believe. I believe if you don't have a lack of certain stuff, you get certain stuff. If you have too much of certain stuff, you get certain stuff. It's all controlled by what we put in our system. That is the Wellness Wednesday. We're going to bring it back up on Wellness Wednesday because that's a good topic, a good point to be made. I'm going to look up some more, bring some more stuff to awareness to you all. And
yeah, because I got I sent a video in the chat too or whatever about something similar to this topic.
Okay.
Yeah, you got like that. We can share definitely with something similar. You know, we always like to add on some stuff like that. What up, Rodney? He said, Chow said he trying to cut out the carbs. You know, that's the biggest thing. You do that in sugar stuff, you will fuck around be fucking small as a motherfucker. I'm telling you,
it's a real addiction.
Yeah, hell
like
yeah,
that
it
fast
is.
food. That's the same. Like I compare it to cigarettes all the time. That's just like the same thing. It's not the same thing, but it's like the same thing. Like the ability to let it go and get off the habit, and you got feeding them parasites.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Addiction is addiction. It's whether we addicted to cigarettes.
Well, I was able to just drop that. So
yeah,
I'm agreeing
really see
with you. I'm saying it's the same. Yeah, I agree with you.
No, I'm saying but I ain't let the cigarettes go though. I still smoke cigarettes. That's why I said it's like a little different to me. Yeah.
It's
still chemicals of some sort. Still, still chemicals and shit. Really.
Yeah, we all.
But I was able to drop the fast food like that. I was able to, leave alone.
That's one thing.
Now, when
Check
you
it
dropped
out.
the fast food, did you smoke more? When you dropped the fast food, did you find?
No.
Okay.
Actually, the smoking picked up later on, like closer to 30. It didn't really. I would smoke occasionally throughout the week, but I wouldn't. And it picked up more like later in my years, not like recently, because I left fast food alone like 6 years ago, like somewhere around that.
Because sometimes when you drop one habit, we pick up.
Oh yeah, it'll pick up on another. Nah, yeah.
That's the thing. You don't have good habits, like working out. I know some people addicted to working out. They gotta work out.
And it could be addictive, and it could be
that's a good addiction.
I used to feel like that. I used to be like in there, and then when my heart went bad, and I was laid up in the hospital, they told me that my ejection went down to 20, and I'm going to the gym. Had not a clue. I mean, after the fear set aside, it's hard to get back moving and motivated and stuff again. And that people probably say, "What happened to you, Reese? You used to go in the gym. What happened?" My heart happened. I don't talk about a lot of stuff because I just don't talk about a lot of stuff. I bring it up when I feel the need to, or I share when I feel like I want to share stuff. I share it, but you don't never judge a book by its cover because you don't know the story.
Right.
Yeah. If y'all seen RFK announcing about the vaccines, he been on that, and people for years been saying they've been causing all type of autism and stuff for these kids. So now it's supposed to be fact. Now it ain't no more speculating and this and that. I'm gonna share a clip from that, and y'all give us y'all thoughts on it. My son just got vaccinated. It's crazy.
Associated with major universities undertook the National Collaborative Perinatal Project, tracking 30,000 children from birth to age 8. This was no half-baked survey-based analysis. The study conducted 9 separate screenings covering neurology, psychology, speech, language, hearing, and visual function. Every developmental quirk, anomaly, and disorder was logged with painstaking detail. Autism, a condition characterized by profound impairments in social communication and behavior, would have stood out like a neon sign. There were 14 cases. That's 4.7 per 10,000. So we know what the historic numbers are, and we know what the numbers are today. And it's time for everybody to stop attributing this to this ideology of epidemic denial. In 2009, the California State Legislature charged the Mind Institute at UC Davis with because this myth was already becoming pervasive, the myth of epidemic denial was already becoming pervasive in the mainstream media. The California legislature directed the Mind Institute at UC Davis to answer the question. And Irva Hertz-Pichotto is a highly esteemed, revered scientist, neurology, and epidemiologist, came back with a definitive answer: the epidemic is real. Associated with major universities.
It's your boy Chow Bout, aka Bout Got Jokes. And every morning, Monday through Friday, you can catch me tuned into the Morning Mac Show on Facebook Live with Althea McFarlane, Molly Robinson, and my guy Big Trey. So if you ain't know, now you know. Play with it, but don't play with it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That can't
RFK
be denied
Jr.
now. Can't say it's not true. It's a fact.
The
I
8
believe
year study.
they've always had those facts. They just didn't want the truth to come out. So I believe it's not new facts. It's just the truth just coming out now.
Can't lie about it, no.
Right. How long did they know this? How long have they had this known about all of this?
2009, that's when they really found out, but they couldn't find no way to prove it. So the last 8 years, they had a bunch of kids, like 30,000 kids from birth all the way to the age of 8. They've been studying them, and they've been taking all them vaccines and shit, and they seen how them kids turned out. Most of them turned out with autism and all the same problems. We were saying that these shots has been causing. Then they had other kids who didn't take it, that was born around that same time, that's scribing, that haven't taken vaccine. They living, they not one of them got autism. It'd been different if a few of them did, or none of them. So it's like the only kids that caught autism were the ones who took the vaccine.
I think they changed what they put in the vaccine from the time that we came along to the time now. They done add different stuff to it because the inoculation or the booster shots that my mother and my aunt and uncle has, they called them the booster shots because they needed that to school. They left a mark on their arm somewhere, wherever that booster was, it left a mark. When I came along, I don't recall no booster shot on me, but when I came along, my booster was different. Just like when my son came along, they gave him a booster shot that had the chickenpox vaccine in it now, where the kids don't get chickenpox supposed to no more. I believe as the years go on and they work on that stuff, they change what's in that booster. I believe each generation get a different type of booster. What's in that stuff? You know, like the kids that's born now, they telling them to get inoculated from the vid. They put different stuff in the stuff to combat whatever diseases are out there now. So yeah, maybe now that they say 30,000 because they done switched up whatever they putting in that booster. Because when we was coming up, we didn't have as much autism as it is now. You know,
well, it wasn't called autism. It was just called.
It wasn't called that. I used to lock motherfuckers away with certain health problems, mental problems, and stuff. That's what locked their ass up and hide them away from the family and everything back in y'all day.
Call him retarded or something. Yeah, he just retarded. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Boy,
he's just right. So
they ain't know what to call it. So it was there. They just didn't have a name for it. Right. A lot of these kids wasn't treated with a bunch of drugs. They just eventually started to talk and learn how to socialize. You know, so it's like now they get.
I don't believe in
it. You got a client from day one all the way till he died. So if I got this kid at 5 years old and we already put him on medication at this young age, he gonna be taking this for the rest of his life. I just created a client I can sell drugs to for his whole life.
But if they're trying to program us, I mean, why would you take somebody out of the function cycle of being a AKA program just to have them hooked on drugs? You have to
because
have
it's a big percentage of them that because it's still money regardless. It don't matter who it is or nothing like that. You're gonna have a wide body people that aspire to be the top, whatever they can be in their jobs, and it's still gonna be those people. Those mindsets are still gonna be there. You're gonna have some, just like you got people that's gonna have to be poor for people to stay rich. It's all. I feel like everything has its place. And I don't think you should stay in certain places, but you gotta be aware to get out of those places. But it don't matter who it is, still money. Still
Yeah,
money be made. So
and our government is making you take it. Our government was pushing it because you couldn't go to school without getting inoculated. Or some jobs you couldn't go to work without having certain shots when you're doing certain jobs. And we all knew just from the past pandemic how they frightened everybody with their jobs that they needed to be inoculated to go to work and everything. So it's like on one hand you telling us that these vaccines and these causes this, but on the other hand you threaten people's livelihoods and lives. If you don't take it, you can't work. If you don't take it, I can't make money for my family. If I don't take it, I can't feed my family.
And that's the lie. They just say those things because they know people obey rules, so they say something. They know it ain't law. Like they were saying you couldn't walk in the stores without a mask. That wasn't a law. That was just a rule they put out there and people followed it. Stay 6 feet away. People follow it. It ain't stuff that, don't hug your cousins, your family. People was calling people, hey, they over here communicating and touching. Like, what the hell is going on?
When that H1N1, when that flu was coming out real bad,
I remember that.
Hospital, all the nurses, all the people that worked in the hospital, we had to take the flu shot. They made us take it. Georgetown made us take it. So did Washington Hospital Center made us take it. Or we couldn't. We had to go to employee health to get the shot, or we couldn't go back to work. Yes,
hey, Reese, AQ was saying the same thing about the she said back in 2019, 2020, the hospitals was firing you if you didn't take the COVID shot. So she's saying the same thing about that mandatory joint. I remember
that's with COVID. I'm talking about even further back with the flu, with the H1N1.
It's compared to being the same thing. Goddamn.
Switch the name up.
So what? Fuck the date and timeline. I was just saying somebody in the comment section agreed with what you're saying about something being mandatory for your job.
Right, because we had to. If you're in the medical field in the hospital, they told you, oh, you can't return back to work. Because I tried the shit. And I'm like, no, I had to go right to employee health. And they gave us that TB test as well. Because we had to go back and make sure that turned right. That's what a lot of jobs. They do your
test. Like weed legal, but certain companies can refuse to hire people that smoke weed. They can still test you and refuse to hire you. People think, oh, it's legal. They shouldn't. They still a company. This their job. They don't want people that smoke weed on their job. They can do that. Just because it's legal don't mean they can accept it.
And I took
right.
And alcohol too. We ain't gonna let alcoholics just be at work drunk. Like, yeah, man, No, nigga, you gotta come in this motherfucker professional. Don't come in smelling like alcohol or hungover or drunk. But niggas coming in, man, I was high. They tripped out some weed. I just had a little. Nigga, you don't supposed to come in smelling like weed or high. They don't. You got some jobs that
you can't come smelling like weed or high, but you can come to work sick and pass them germs along. Because they want you to come to work. You be sick as a dog. They want to see that you sick.
They don't believe that you sick.
Right.
Yeah, they don't want you to come really sick, but most people use that as a lie too many times. Oh, I'm sick, I ain't feeling too good. And they lying, So it's like, nah, bring your hangover over here to work and we're gonna work that. We're gonna sweat it out of you. I know niggas do that at our job. We know niggas drunk, we just keep working them, messing with them and shit. They sweat it out. Yeah, you got a table out there. Like, man, nobody told you hang out and be drunk all night. We need you today. We short staffed.
Some not. It depends on the job. Our job used to be like, don't come up here as sick. It depends on what you say. It depends on what you say. If you got diarrhea, you come on to work because we got plenty of
I know.
But if
it shows the change in the COVID shot too, AQ.
What you say about the vid?
You said the
See,
baby.
it was known as the K9 dog virus. So she didn't remember them ever threatening to fire anyone over the flu or pneumonia shot. Yeah, that's when they was giving them out free. But when they
Yeah.
first came up with it, it was just like COVID. That's why they kept saying it's
Yep.
flu-like symptoms. What you mean flu-like symptoms? Even the vid or not? No, you're gonna have it's gonna be like a cold. Then I got a cold. The fuck? If it's flu-like, it's
Right.
flu.
Y'all may
That's
not
it.
remember back in 2009 when that H1N1, when that the flu really hit. That was what, like 15 years
In
ago for
college,
y'all, right?
yeah.
That was
I was
16
in
years
college.
ago. So right, but they was making the college people take it too.
Shit, I
They,
ain't
they
think
was
that.
they on the job we had to take it. They was treating that back then just like they treated the COVID-19 now, you know. So the H1N1, we was like, why do we got to take this? They was like, because it's a really bad flu. It's severe. It does all this da da da. That H1N1, yeah, they made us take it. And if you, I think it was a news article because they was trying to let people go over that.
Yeah, TB test. Yeah, that's different too. I see that.
I don't know.
We had that too.
Yeah,
A lot of places still
Yeah,
do TB
B.
tests.
19
But
years
ain't
to
nothing wrong
every
with the
man.
TB test. They just
Catheter
want to make
special,
sure you ain't got it.
higher of the
when people
vaccine.
cough and stuff. But yep, that H1, when that
That was the swine
H1N1,
flu.
Swine, check me
yes,
out.
Swine,
that's the
so divine.
H1N1.
What's
Correct,
up,
Josh.
Ronnie?
Thank you.
What's
Yes.
good? What's good, everybody?
Ain't shit, ain't
Hey,
nothing.
we talking about mandatory shots on the job. That's the present time. I was saying back when I was working at the hospitals, they made us take the flu shot. We had to go right over to employee health, and if you didn't, everybody had their paper, and if you didn't, you was not permitted to come back into that building if you wasn't clear.
Mm-hmm.
And and you know they was serious about that.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm.
But
But I looked up how the flu shot and all that stuff worked before I even attempt to take it, and
because you could be
asking
allergic to
questions,
some of the
and
stuff. You could be allergic to what's in it. We had a co-worker. You know, then what?
But they said basically they give you the flu, you know, so the jab or whatever they giving you the virus, you know, a small doses of it. So when you do come across it, your body will know how to fight it. I said, damn, that makes sense, you know, because a lot of people was taking it, they was sick the next day for a couple of days, then they was good. And then they wasn't really catching it, you know, because their body knew how to fight against it.
But
So it
the
was like, it
body
makes
gets
sense.
antibodies. That's to give it time to build up the antibodies. So you can't fight it. So that's why they give you a little bit. My father said that's what's wrong with a lot of babies and kids now. They're afraid to get a little dirt because he said back in the day, if you ate dirt or got sick or whatever, you'd be stronger.
I ain't eat no dirt though.
So I mean, he used to say, you know, that was the old back in the day. Oh, you get sick, you be stronger because your body build up the antibodies in it. That little foreign out there, the antibodies get that virus, circle it, and figure out how to fight it, and put it in jail until it can figure out how to fight it. Till they get the, you know, it's funny.
I always felt like my body was made for this shit. So I never wanted to introduce anything to it. I don't think
nobody know what to fight off. Your body, you probably don't even know. We are introduced to so many bacteria and stuff on a regular.
Well, it's so many people that like. I'm not even being funny. So many people that oh God and praise the Lord and all of that, but then didn't turn off the faith when it comes to that. That's why I feel like, and I don't have no belief system or whatever necessarily, but I feel like my body, if whoever made us, whatever happened, I would think my body would be able to feed off whatever is around it if you're keeping it up. If it's strong, your immune system is up to par. I feel like my body should be doing that. I don't want to introduce anything to my body that I didn't like naturally get in it. I didn't naturally however I breathed it in, or I touched something, touched my face, and it, got my mouth. I don't know, but I would think my body. I have enough faith in whoever the creator is, really, to let my body do that. I don't want
Yeah,
to. I'm
I
good.
just put two and two together. It's just like if you out in the wilderness, you get bit by a snake, you might need an antibiotic. Like you need something to help you get that virus out of you. So it's like, but it took for the snake to bite you. But now people willingly go to the snake and just let it bite them, and then say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get the antibiotic." Like no, like you can't. I don't think you can just catch a virus just in thin air. Bacteria, yeah, it's on everything you touch it. Germs. But a virus, it can't just be in the air wandering around and then it pick and hand select who the fuck it want. Like, no, it don't work like that. Most of the people got sick voluntarily, went up there and got bit by the snake. You got the jab, and then you got around other people and was passing it on. But it's just like I don't trust them people. At the end of the day, I think the body can heal itself with anything unless it's something poisonous, like in the wilderness, a spider or something like that. That's the only time we should be able to
That's
get some
venom.
type of
That's
shot.
different.
Yeah,
That's
venom. Yeah,
venom.
but other than
What
that, the
venom?
body should be able to fight it. Even then, the wilderness always has some type of herbs or something that help you with that. That's how they find antibiotics for. If you get bit by a snake, they can rush you here and get you a shot. Yeah, because all those things was here on earth. The Creator put things here for us to heal the body. But the things they getting us to prevent things, that's scary because now you're gonna take something to prevent from catching something that you might not never catch. Just let me catch it. Like, don't give me something to prevent me catching a cold. Y'all don't do that. Take this pill or two and you won't catch a cold all year. No, you wait till I catch a cold and say, take this will help you get rid of it. So it's the same thing. Why would I take something to prevent me from catching COVID? No, if I catch it, give me something that help me get rid of it. But don't give me something to help me prevent from catching it that might cause other problems. That's the only thing.
You know, I look at the cold and the flu like this. I look at the cold, the common cold every day. I believe they try to weaponize stuff, and that's where we get the flu, the H1N1. They knew all these viruses and stuff coming out because they try to weaponize a simple virus and turn it into
bioweapons.
And turn it into a thinking one. You know, they always in the lab looking for something warfare to eradicate the other species or genocide. Man is always looking for something to hurt man. What they are not looking for nothing to help man for real. And the only reason why they find the cures to things in case they get bit by the snake that they made. Oh, we know that venom. Because we created it. Oh, and of course they always got the cure, like Molly said.
But that's why I don't believe that is in the air, Chris, because let's say people was in the house, you'll have few people caught it, some people did. You be like, how did that happen if it's just wandering around in the air? Two, if I was to let gas off in that house while everybody sleep, everybody would die. It won't hand select and say the gas ain't gonna skip over me, go to my cousin, might affect him. And no, it's affecting everybody because it's in the air. It's in the air and it's gonna affect everybody. But for some reason, this stuff ain't affect the animals. It's cats and stuff was walking around like they ain't worried about COVID. They weren't getting sick. It didn't affect animals, only affected people. Would let me know was people behind this. It was no animals out here had
animals got it too. They said
yeah. Once people start asking questions a year later, but what animal that you had COVID? They ain't never meet nobody. Said my dog got COVID.
They said animals could carry it and transmit it, but they don't catch it. That's what they were saying about COVID. But I believe, I agree with a lot of things y'all saying. I believe that there are some man-made illnesses. I mean, COVID probably
was right on time.
COVID probably was something that was created. I definitely believe AIDS was something that was created.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that there are illnesses out there that were created by man, like you said too. And they purposely set places for reasons. You know what I'm saying? Where places where they want the territory, gold, sickness, they might not have good health and all that kind of scare programs where they want to take the property and get rid of people. You know what I'm saying? So,
100%.
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Yeah. But yeah, the madness part of the video, I was seeing you a comment was saying it is Wellness Wednesday, and I was thinking that when I was watching it, it's something to say for Wellness Wednesday until I got to the end part, because the end part is to me is what I got out of it is people not even caring to seek out like real ways to get rid of whatever it is they're suffering from. Like the basics. It could be getting up to try to go exercise, try to go walk, try to actually eat better instead of eating fast food. Now, I don't see people make the basic changes. So that was the madness part to me. And people would rather sit and take a pill that'll make them feel better about it, as opposed to actually like doing stuff to fix it. Not everyone's case, but if it don't apply, let it fly. Is the way I felt. But that was the madness part to me, was the end cap of the video.
Yeah. Molly, do we got time for one more video?
Man, which video you want to share next? It look like the house fire. I said gas, and nobody woke. They sleep. Just like you go to sleep and wake up with COVID, you sleep and you wake up to, oh shit, everybody died in the house from gas but me. That ain't gonna happen. It's in the air. Everybody died from smoke but me. It ain't gonna happen. There's smoke in the house. You beside your cousin, he died from smoke. You gonna die from smoke. I ain't saying if you woke and you get up and you like, oh. Nah, some people came over and left out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
Quick fix. That's my problem.
Everybody, Malik said everybody wants a quick fix. That's what I said earlier.
That's good, Chuck.
Which one you want me to share next, Reese? You got
just snatch it. It don't matter. Do we got?
It does, man. It matters.
Oh, I mean, we was talking about the madness.
Funny man away?
Probably not. It's usually when the camera goes off.
Sometimes you got this man getting yoked up by like an octopus or something.
Hold on, let's see if this. I'm gonna try his alarm clock. Oh, look, there's a white woman.
You got your girl.
Wake him up. He must be sleeping good.
The girl working out. The small girl working out.
A girl working out the what?
The small girl working out that farted.
Oh no, that was for you. That was.
And then you got Jaden Smith. Some with Jaden Smith. When my man be like, "Get out of here!" He be screaming and stuff. That dude be doing his videos.
Either that or the octopus, whatever one, because those are two good points too. Those are Jaden Smith bringing up a good topic.
I can't wait.
And the octopus is a good one too.
Octopus, nigga know not to go in that water. I don't know what he was thinking. That
sounds intriguing.
No, that ain't turned out good.
He was white. No, he was white guy in the water.
They don't make it right.
They adventurous. They love nature.
We should too.
Let me tell y'all, watch this video to the end. Jaden Smith.
Let me try.
You're kind of smart, I must say. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
And we're preparing everybody to go to prison through the schools. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, the people that are not doing good in the grades, oh, you're doing like this, oh, you go to the detention, da-da-da. There's too many correlations between public schools and prisons.
Crazy.
The fact that you have the long hallways, the fact that you have a fixed response to authority, the fact that, oh, there's a specific time when you can go outside and play, and then there's a specific time that you can come back in.
That's
and
true.
the way that you're notified with that happening is through the bells. They're subconsciously getting you to have a fixed response to authority and understanding what it's going to be like when you are in prison. It's like, no, when you're here, you have to listen to me. I'm in charge. Now I'm going to pass you off to this next person is in charge when you're doing this.
Stop playing with me, son. Take a look at this picture. Shh. Shut up. Come on.
They're breeding us to go into prison. They're breeding us, or they're breeding us to go to school and learn how to work a 9-to-5 and work to a factory. Like, school was invented for the Industrial Revolution because people were cutting their fingers off in the factories because they couldn't read the instructions.
Stop playing with me, son. Who told you this? Shh. Shut up. Come on.
Put them in school 9 to 5 so they get used to waking up 9 a.m. and then finishing at 5 p.m. They get used to the bells. They have the bells in the factories too. They have the times where you go outside in the factories as well. It's like fixed responses to authority and then fixed scheduling so that you are stuck in this literal system so that you're not a free thinker to where you can be like, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. No, you work for this specific corporation that's been breeding you since you were born.
Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I didn't say anything. Jaden Smith said it. It's not a game, guys. Do you get it now? You was born to shh. Shut up. That's why the school system was put in place for you. A plus Z plus 3 to the third power of 8. What the shh? Shut up. I haven't used that since I left school. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. And Jaden Smith told you. But I tell you one thing. If I ever hear somebody tell me a 9 to 5 is better than being an entrepreneur, say that to my face. Let me tell you.
Now, I like the part, like, you know, I wanted to get to the end where he said, is a 9 to 5 better than being an entrepreneur? A lot of people think so because a lot of people are trained because that's how they was trained. That's how they was brought up, and that's how they figure they have to do. They don't see that I'd rather be a business owner than I could own and put a product out there, maybe that the world could use or benefit from in some way, that my people can enjoy in some way, versus working for a company. It's just like renting an apartment. Is it better to be a homeowner or rent an apartment? See, this apartment would never be mine. I'm paying rent and somebody else. I'm paying electric bill for somebody else's property. But when you get your own property, they give you the illusion, let's say the illusion. But your house is yours. You can have barbecue in the backyard. You can have whoever you want over. You can have pets or guests or whatever. When you're in an apartment, you can't cook out on the grill. You can't cook even out on your patio. You got to go by the guidelines or whatever is in your lease agreement or that piece of land that you're leasing. Not owning, leasing.
Yeah.
When you work 9 to 5 for somebody, you're leasing your body out or your skills out to that company. But when you own your own business, that's yours. You make the rules. You do as you choose. You know, you set your hours. That's the part that I was that I liked from the beginning when you were saying that I was getting to.
Child, you.
Yeah. So I think he's saying his baby mother go with a stud. She not the
he said previously on other conversations that his baby mother was a stud.
Oh shit!
She was like that
He ain't
before.
say that to us this morning. I don't know what it is.
No, he said I didn't want to get off track because I wanted to stay on this, but he said previously when she was sending a message about wanting that's what started the whole eating ass conversation. Because she wanted to be dominant and eat his ass because she was a stud. That was how that whole thing started. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, damn. You talking about David Green?
Yeah, unfortunately, Chowbot won't let it go. He want to know about David Green and his pregnant stud, I guess.
Studism.
Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to go. All right, so I mean, all right. I gotta sidetrack my face from all the antics that he was doing during that video because that just kind of threw me off. And really, for me, it just really unfocused me. Like I wanted to really listen to it, but it just really annoyed the fuck out of me. But anyway,
yeah.
But to go back to the message, I mean, you know, I agree with Jaden Smith but I don't think people treat it like it was a secret when it wasn't a secret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, did you know the schools are based out, the prisons were based out of schools and schools are based out the prisons? And is there a pipeline? No, they went with the system that they thought worked. Yeah. So, of course, they are similar. And, of course, they don't make a special bus for a jail bus or a prison bus. They're not going to make some special luxury liner. It's going to be the cheapest, shittiest bus they got. And of course, they're going to look alike. So when that came up, I'm like, come on now. We all know it's just the same. It's a fucking bus. But anyway.
I've only been saying that forever. We are programmed that way. That school is programming us to be manufacturer workers. A manufacturer worker is a person that they manufacturing us, telling us how to work, how to behave, when to eat, when to go. We like human robots. When you work for
Rockefeller said he want a world full of workers, not thinkers. That's what
Yeah,
school
he
was
did
created
say that.
for.
Yes, he did.
That's why they created school, you know. But now we done got to a whole nother level. We got college, everything. I think it's more of a business, but it do seem like it programmed kids to, you know, go to school around 9, and, you know, about 8 hours. You get a lunch break. The lunchroom set up the same way. The bus is the same. They can be different, but it seemed like it already conditioned you into following orders, walking on the right side of the hall, eating at a certain time, going off that bell. You know, you hear that bell, you know it's next for you to move to the net, and it's the same thing in jail. So they could have got the concept from
same way in
school, or
boot
they
camp
could have got the concept from jail. I don't know, but it still seemed like it's too similar. You know, it seemed like school should be different. You know, even if they can dress the fucking lunchroom up way different. You know, like them high school musical type joints. Like all schools don't look like that, but it's in like our schools we look like that. All school buses don't look like that. They be having them tour buses. I be seeing them white schools. They be having like they play on the football, basketball team, but our buses be looking like that. You know, so
yeah, that's a lot of schools with private funding. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, if you go to DeMatha, it looks totally different than going to fucking, you know, well, I can't even say Oxon Hill because Oxon Hill way better now. They done redid Oxon Hill. That's done amazing. Yeah, I mean, they redoing the schools now. I mean, to kind of change that, but you got to understand when schools were created, they were following the same program as everything else. It wasn't like these people were really thinking like it was. To me, you found a system, you implemented it in every fashion of business, whether it was a school, because school is a business too. Let's not get that food either. You know what I'm saying? School is a business. You know, a manufacturing company or manufacturing place is a business. A prison is a business. All these places are businesses. So yes, they're gonna, you know, the person that's funding the school is probably the same person funding the prison and the manufacturing joint. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you are. You know, when schools became really built and really started, you know, you're talking about an age where a lot of free thinking that we have now wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Their age, they were building schools because motherfuckers weren't going to get educated. They was working on their farms and taking care of their farms. Kids would have, families would have 13 kids to take care of their farms. And they created schools, like you said, because people were getting fucked up and couldn't even read. When they got jobs and became adults, they couldn't read, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, and they was getting their ass whooped at the manufacturing plant. So the manufacturing plant said, guess what? I'm gonna start a fucking school because I need these motherfuckers to learn. And they opened the school, and the manufacturing plant is going to place it exactly the same as the goddamn manufacturing plant is going to do the school. And they're going to do the same. And the same manufacturing plant saying, well, shit, we need to people in prison. That's another business. And they're going to do it exactly the same. It's not some huge it's like the world's worst kept secret to me. You know what I'm saying? It isn't like everybody's acting like it's a fucking secret when it's right there. I mean, you don't have to, you know, it ain't like it's a damn puzzle that you got to figure out like on National Treasure. Like you got to read the Declaration of Independence and follow it to the Capitol or follow it here or follow it there. No, it makes fucking perfect sense. The same people who started all this stuff is the same people that are running the prisons are the same people running the schools. They're the same people running the manufacturing plants. So, of course, they're all going to be similar.
Malik Bey said they don't teach children anymore. They program them. He said all of them.
They never taught us.
Stuff is the same, Molly. And
there was never a time you was getting taught in school. Never.
The robots still don't see it. He said school is a religion, not a business. The people that go to schools are the business. He said, we the business. School is the religion. He said, where does the guy get his information?
Shit, it's going off spelling, I guess. Gut spelling, how you know? That's just like you said.
What's wrong? What did I say was wrong? Hold on, I'm confused.
I don't think you're talking about you, the guy. I think you're talking about the video. You're not saying you right.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, well tell me where I'm wrong. I'd like to know.
and
But I mean,
attention.
you know, but it was not. But school. Let's get some straight. You were never being taught in school. School was never teaching you shit. You know what I'm saying? It was training you, like you were saying. It was never that. That's the thing I keep on that I don't understand is everybody's acting like this is new. It's not new.
Yeah.
School was never teaching you. Never.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? It was
said it's-
always training you. It was
That's
never
good.
teaching.
Yeah,
read
that's
the
how I
comment.
feel too.
Read that
They
comment.
program.
He said it's
They don't
not
teach.
fully.
Oh, he's saying it's not fully enclosed to the people of what schools are and their attentions on them, having them. You know, so he's saying everybody don't know. You know, they ain't even aware of it. They really think probably that their kid going to school, getting educated. He very smart. Oh, my kid is very bright. He got straight A's. You know, and that's what they judge it off of. And that don't make you bright. But back then, before you did things hands-on, you really learn how to work on cars. You learn how to fix things, build homes and things like that. They're not teaching us that no more. And I think you way more smart if you know how to fix a car or build a car. You might not know a lot of these things these scientists know, what the capital of this country and stuff like that. But you know how to use your hands. And
That's
I think
right.
back then, using
Masonry.
your hands
They
and not
don't
to
even
fix
teach
things
that at all.
smart. But now they flip the role because a lot of dudes, they know how to do things with their hand. They know how to use their mind. So now they just got people that do the things for them and they pay them and they look like the big dog. It ain't no different than the dude that own Uber. He not driving around people in Uber, but he had the mindset to say, let me put people in position to do this job. And you know, and that's how I look at it with everything else.
Let me ask y'all, where if you want to be going to masonry, where do you go to learn masonry at? If you want to be a automotive mechanic, you have to go to the dealers now. They used to teach that in school. So when you get out of school, you can go there and get a job instead of getting
there's
an
always
apprenticeship.
Well,
websites
you
for
can
your.
go to trade schools, but they're bringing it back. I mean, my daughter's in a CTE program where they have all that. They have automotive. They have like my daughter. She's doing nursing, so she's in the nursing program. They have automotive. They have hospitality. Matter of fact, she's up there right now with a girl who's designing her prom dress, who goes to her school. She's in there for fashion. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So they have programs now, but they did take them away for a long time because of that whole. But that was because, you know, the people who pay for the schools needed that. That's what they wanted. They wanted people who did not
fill those industries.
Yeah, fill those industries. But now those industries are lacking so bad, so now they're bringing it back. Like you can't, like right now, you will make more money as a plumber than you will working for pretty much any goddamn company as an employee. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, if you know HVAC, shit, you making, you know, $50, $60 an hour. You know, if you work for a company, let alone don't start your own business, then you're making, you know, $300,000, $400,000. I met a girl yesterday who's making $300,000 a year doing nails. I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't believe it.
People
You know what I'm saying?
glamour.
And she's
People
like,
pay
yeah.
for nails
She's like, yeah, I'm opening my own salon. Now she's doing this boutique salon and opening it up and this, that, and the other. And I was just like, wow, you know, good for you. I mean, that's great that you know, have that. And she was like, I think she couldn't have been over 26. No way.
When
She was over
each
26.
hit is like 200, like
They're
plus.
over 20.
She couldn't have been older than 26.
When you think about nails,
there's no way.
Nowadays, I'm thinking at least $200. With all them jewels and chimes, all that crazy stuff these women want to do, like minimum 200. So if you get like just 6 clients really a day, like
she does
just,
it. So
She
she
does.
Yeah, but she does specialized shit. Like she showed me shit where she like had like painted pictures on the nails and shit like that. And she was like, I do them before they even come in. Like they send me what they want and I create the nails and then when they come in, I just put them on. So they're not even there for, you know, it ain't like in the joint where they're there getting their nails painted for like, you know, 2 hours or whatever the case may be.
My niece does nails down in St. Mary's, and they have things on their nail, like Trey said. They have rings on their nails, purses on their nails, little, you know, they have like art on their nail too, but then they have trinkets and stuff on their nail. You pay for the nails, they do the nails, they file them a certain way. They have jewelry, diamonds, and everything. Then they pay extra for the point, the files, and acrylic, gel. It's so much. You be like, what? She said this one lady, she said she made like almost 300 off of one lady. I was like, one lady? One customer?
Yeah. I mean, it's no different in photography. Most of my shoots, I get $300, $400, $500. If it's a wedding, I can get up to about 3,000, and that's at a good number. Most people get 10,000 for a wedding. I be doing deals for people, but if I got more consistent work all year round, that'd be crazy. Like I can easily make $250,000. You know, just based off. So she just got clientele, and she good at what she do, and she can do it before they get there.
So that word of mouth is just gonna keep
no
it.
pressure. She
You
can
know,
fuck
free
up 5
promotions.
times before they get there. You know, like it ain't right. Bless you, Reese. She allergic. You allergic? There's too many real niggas on here. Shit. Let's get the Trey video. This the last video, y'all.
I definitely owe us something. Stop saying that we entitled. A child cannot be entitled. You chose to have us. We didn't actually be here, so therefore you owe it to us. As a matter of fact, when I was in the womb, if I would have known that y'all was gonna be poor, I would have never came out. Make me go through the misery and make me go through hell in life because you ain't get your shit together before you decide to have kids. Why would you bring a kid to your miserable world? Yeah, y'all definitely owe us something. Stop saying that we entitled. A child cannot be entitled. You chose to have us. We didn't actually be here, so therefore you owe it to us. As a matter of fact, when I was in the womb, if I would have known that y'all was gonna be poor, I would never came out. Make me go through the misery and make me go through hell in life because you ain't get your shit together before you decide to have kids. Miserable world. Yeah, y'all definitely owe us something. Stop saying that we entitled. A child cannot be.
He lost his mind. Lost his mind.
Hey, that boy ain't playing. He said Slim. Like I
That shit
wouldn't
popped up
even
yesterday. I'm
know we gonna
scrolling
be
on
poor.
IG. I said, "Oh yeah, let's see what they say. Let's see what they
Yeah,
say. What the
that was
parents got to
funny.
say."
Yeah, I think he just gotta, have a talk with his parents, but
Yeah.
that's tough coming into a poor situation. Most kids don't really know they poor unless your parents remind you over and over, we poor, we ain't got this, we can't do, we poor. It's like shit, fuck you had me for. So I
I
get
wonder what
that
the
part.
full video was about because they didn't on that same page. It didn't show like a full video. It wasn't too much description on what his name was or
Oh
how
shit,
to
I
look him
ain't
up and see a full joint or what he was actually getting
I
at.
probably wouldn't even watch the
But
full joint. That shit probably 3 hours. But just based off that small clip that he's
because that
saying,
was jam
I'm
packed.
he tied a hand that older people speaking on the younger generation when they ain't got their shit together. Like y'all should have been more prepared before we got here. But he don't really know probably how he got here. It
Yeah.
probably was a slip up. They probably had options to abort your ass, but they say, you know what, let's give him life. You never know what it was. But the fact that you here and you breathing, you on the interview and you talking, it sound like you got ways that you can get out here and make money and generate money on your own, and don't do that to your kids. Make sure before they get here that you on your shit. Everything that you wanted your parents to be before, make sure you do that shit for you had kids, and install that in your kids for the next generation. But I can't be mad, because I was born into a family that was misfunctioning. We was on welfare and all that, and I'm happy they had me. I was jumping out that motherfucker. They had money or didn't have money. I'm gonna find a way. I just need life. So I get where he's coming from, but I appreciate it.
He could go somewhere and kick his own ass because we as parents, whether you're born rich or whether you're born so-called poor, he probably wasn't even poor. If you have food, like Molly said, we didn't even know we was considered poor or lower class or underclass because you had food to eat, you had a shelter over your head, and you had the love of your siblings, of your family. You may not have had, I may not have had the Atari, I may not have had the shell top Adidas, I may not have had my Nike Air Force One, I may not have had name brand stuff, but I had shoes on my feet and clothes on my back. Just because it wasn't name brand nowadays these kids feel like they need the name brand, the hottest, the stylist, or whatever fad that's in. Oh, I need this to survive. I need an iPhone to survive. How many children have you going around seeing got iPhones while their parents got Androids? That's that entitled behavior I'm talking about. We was happy if we had a damn flip phone back in the day. But now these kids like, if it's not an iPhone, I don't want it. If it's not this. What the hell is this? Everything is my cousin stuff, they kill me with that. You can go get a job.
What they be doing?
Yeah, that's what they do. Everything is that like you want it. That's
Make them say, nah.
Yeah, they grab a vaccine, right? And then it's this. What the fuck is this? Give me money, or is this hitchhiking? Because bitch, I'm about to put your ass out. Get hitchhiking.
So who kids be doing that to you?
Huh?
I said, who kids be doing that to you?
Point them out.
Cousins and stuff. You know, I got the little cousins. I got the little cousins that's 16 and stuff. And
they be like,
yeah, they like you say something like this is cute or that. Oh no, that gotta be this, that gotta be that. It gotta, you know, and I was like, well, damn. Let me see your phone, auntie. You got an Android. You got an Android. What's that? Oh, you need to. And I'm like, baby, I don't got any kind of money. They got phones and equipment like they running businesses already. They in damn high school. That's entitled right there.
Is that a link?
Healthy food in your body. You are being taken care of. But parents shouldn't have to kill themselves to get you what society says that elite and high fashion and all that stuff. That's something you gonna have to work towards to get when you're an adult. Treat yourself.
So that's how those kids, like your nephews and nieces and stuff. That's how they act. They were entitled.
Oh, they get everything. They got right. I told you about my got a source car. One of my little cousins got a car. Their parents got her car. She only got no license. I'm not ready to drive yet. She went through that. I'm like, why y'all breaking y'all?
But is that entitled, or is that what the parents can afford to do?
She wanted. She gets everything. She's spoiled. She gets whatever she wants.
Hey, Molly.
It's spoiling the kid to me.
I just put something in the private chat. If you can pull it up, show it to Reese. See if this is what she's talking about. This is what I sent to my daughter the other day.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Oh, it's a reel. I see it in the link that it says it's a reel.
Like y'all remember that girl that got that gift, a car, and because it wasn't the car she wanted, she didn't want the car. Y'all remember Molly played that?
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff be fake that you be pulling up and looking at.
No, Molly played. It was Molly pulling up.
I mean, regardless, they be story plots.
Okay, I said okay. Can you stop, please? I know. I said I know.
This is to you.
I just feel like
that's my uses. She used to do that.
Yeah, can you go, please? Go.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing's wrong. I'm fine. Do I have to go? Hey, can I have $100? Okay. I said okay.
I swear all them kids do that shit now. That shit be driving me nuts.
Don't forget they got ill. They got that too. And they go ill, you know. So if it's not the it's the ill. They fucking with their vowels. They make me not want to do AEIOU because they do it enough. AEIOU.
That be the part.
God, for real, yep. They said you was just like that with your grandparents.
You said you was, really. You actually said you was.
It's right in the book. Hold on.
You said you was, actually.
Let's find it.
Josh ain't got
the book. I know exactly what chapter to go to. What is it? Box of Rocks, right? That was the
chapter. No. But the kids, it's
my cousin Beverly, who live across the street.
We knew we had to learn.
Is he snoring? Your man snoring now. You better get him that CPAP, Molly.
That's not a good look.
Hold on.
David do need the CPAP. He got one, I think. He just fall asleep without
That
it.
is not a good look.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not sleeping.
David, was you
He just
up
woke
the
up
whole
like that.
time?
He just woke up like shit,
Was
talking
you
about
up the
I'm
whole
not
time?
sleeping, lying like shit.
They was talking about you pretty bad, and Chop out want to know about your stepdaddy or something.
You want to know about your pregnant stud that was trying to eat your ass?
No. He misunderstood what I was. No. My baby's mom is with the stud.
I said that.
Yeah,
That's what I know. That's what he said.
Hold on. Remember when we had the conversation a long time ago, and you said that you date women who were studs. You have dated women who were studs, and there was one that wanted to be dominant and asked you to eat your ass. That was the conversation.
No, he said you're supposed to give it a certain amount of time.
I never said that.
Oh, what'd you say then? Then why was she trying to be dominant and wanted to eat your ass then?
No. I verified. I don't know if you was on the show, but the person that was on the couch clarified that, and she's not a stud, but no, I never said nothing about looking for studs or anything like that. That's the I don't.
Maybe I made that up then. My bad.
No, David, you did say of the girls that come out of jail that be studs and
No,
down there.
I said bisexual. I said that was my.
I guess that's a nice way of saying lesbian ladies. Okay.
That was the question that I presented or whatever. No, I said, do all bisexual women have a thing about eating ass or something like that? No, because the ones I was with always try to do it.
Yeah.
Then how come you told me your Tinder page, your name is Stud Finder?
You got a Tinder page.
Yeah, Stud Finder Green, like that's what he called it. So
okay.
That's
nice. At least you out there
David, what's your Tinder page name?
Stud Finder.
It's Love Guru. It's Love Guru MD.
That's you on Facebook Date. I seen you on Facebook Date. Love Guru.
And why you got the MD to pretend you a doctor?
Yeah.
From Maryland.
Yeah. Okay.
Maryland.
Yeah. Okay.
He's saying she got medical.
Love Guru MD.
Love Guru MD. Subtitle Stuff Finder 101. Stuff Finder 301. It's all good. So you didn't get it. So your girlfriend who's pregnant has a stud. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Earlier they was asking something about
Father's Day.
Yeah. If my daughter was like, would I help her get her stepdad present or something like that? And I said you mean my daughter's step stud, because that's who
what a world.
My baby mom.
So how do you know is the lady a stud? Because now they got lipstick where both of them.
He said,
one don't have to be the dominant.
I think if we want to talk about this, we need to get our resident stud back onto the show.
Yes, stepdaddy.
We're talking about Monday Madness today.
That changed.
Yeah, you see that? See how that say whoop?
Quick swerve.
What quick swerve?
Little swerve. No,
we were just catching you
I'm
up.
sorry, I'm being messy.
Question. That's all.
Got you.
That's what we was doing. We keeping it moving.
No, that's what
into the show.
The show.
The morning Mac.
That's what we doing.
You got something big.
Yeah. You know, watch Dad Mentality tonight, 7:00. We actually got from well, I don't know if he was ever really a Morning Mac person, but from Brenda Brown's show, Phil Strickland will be joining us tonight on the show. We talk about figuring out what your path is and walking in your path to success and greatness and your path with God. So
walking in your purpose, like a purpose different life.
There you go. Walking in your purpose.
Yeah. I'm tuning in. What time again?
7:00 tonight. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Come check us out. Be in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one day I'm trying to get to 1,000 comments like LA Josh Preston.
Don't hold back, y'all. We
He's
coming
gonna be on that
over
stuff.
Eastern time too. We on the East Coast.
Yes, sir. East Coast. Join us. But soon coming up, I'm gonna have the ladies of Dad Mentality, the single ladies who are currently dating. Not ladies who pretend to date, but the single ladies who are currently dating. We're gonna talk about that balloon popping game and how much it irritates the fuck out of me. And you know, and talk about how it can destroy. And you know what? Funny man, I should have you on there too to join us because you know you're currently dating and you like that damn balloon pop game. I think it's killing our society. So. You know, and we're doing it on Memorial Day Monday, so it's a holiday. Hopefully you ain't got to work and you won't forget, but we'll see, David.
You talking about David? How you think you have all the ladies, single ladies, they go have
well, I can have a single man, but I want people who are currently dating, not people who are not currently dating.
Oh,
you know.
Well, that's me. I'm
nah,
dating.
not at all. No. That is not you. So,
well.
I love you, Reese, but this topic is not for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about people who are active out there, not people who are retired. You know what I'm saying? You like these people are actually in the army. You're like active duty, like they call you every 2 years to come show up or something. You know what I'm saying? So
I have
people out here in the street. Yeah, but
we
have to enjoy my
whatever, Rodney.
When AWOL.
She figured out how to use that button, huh?
How to use that button.
Oh, wow, okay.
I am Satan. Let me let you know. Please talk about it. I'll let you talk to him.
We'll wait for Thursday for that. We're going to wait for Thursday to find out who Reese dating right now.
Look, and then of course some new boobs on Saturday. Then we'll tell you about Mr. Richard.
All right, now it's time for the sombrero time. You know what it is. Let's start putting certain people comments up here because we know it's about what's happening. So go ahead. It's that sombrero time.
Oh shit! No, it's not.
Tonight, 7:00. Have some fun. Join us. Like I said, we got some other things coming up soon.
We had the red content today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad they decided to come back, man. I remember, you know, I was a little upset.
Okay.
Oh, not that Rev. I thought I was talking about John Bivens. My bad.
John Bivens was in me too.
Huh? Well, Kenny's good. Kenny was always good with me. I ain't really.
Oh, and I want to give y'all an update on Kiani. I told him over the weekend, and he said he'll be coming back soon.
Oh, yeah.
So Kiani.
Right. What about construction guy?
I haven't talked to him.
The contractor, yeah. Oh, all right. My bad.
I don't know. You're welcome. I don't know.
I love just bringing a little messiness in every once in a while.
You know, just a little sprinkle of shit.
You know, Rodney, you like that lady earlier that shit on the hood of that lady car.
Oh, wow. We had that happen.
It was explosive.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta get that shit. That's on the iPhone. Maybe I'll buy an iPhone just to have that shit. You got it set for everything. All right.
Yep.
What happens? You put your middle finger up.
Nothing. That's not in the thing. I wish it was. I wish it'd be something, but it don't. I tried it.
There you go.
Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze,
Hey, Frank, Reese says she dates. Frank, what's up with
let
that?
your story unfold.
Tall Tale Thursday. Check it out.
Thursday.